Madio. Na enra video bi ko viral na Mr. Du. Mr. Du dey say him say ba omi anowo ntimi me dey obi anim say ba me twam no hu say ha na wo dey ama me monwura ne honko bisa ne say enra nsem o kan no wo comment section ase amafo say waka ne kro asem o kan na eye ne kre ba ma badura hanko ade a me bisa ne say kenra enra eja bi obi no dey mpese be bisa ne say e ba ne sen na wo dey nkanim say ba omi anam ha na wo nam ha ba enra stage okujina ya na analysis o make here bebre uko comment section na so bia na ne ya adwen nsa na beda me nwura ha na me so onso nke bi fa nkyere me na magana fo hu se asam na okan no edika Mr. Du mo akwa ba de bada ti
ya opere ya
nanga o janka ba o me na manka o na ho se ba nsa na fi de won sama okan bebre na ne o ya adwen uko comment section na so you want to read the comment ma me mfa credit Emma Solid TV team on the post is part of your presentation. Now it seems everybody feel like over 90% of the comments say no we are doing with the analogy or create bank also the him say ba o miana nkaja o kwanka won no kwa afi de ba ne say na wa switch de ba team Ken so we are connected.
We don't say we will make a but finra me kasa ya ebse course aba ni ade me ka bi obi aka jam social media
no so the social media no me so won
ka media ya na be paris but be open party na do no me feel say mpani bi adwen ya free ni ama bi so kakra aniti na ma ye mo bi aforce ye say ye mra bonten ye so ye meka kakra ni atwe mpanifo mo fra na youth no do na adwen nyina be bi a party ni gina at this point. Any records wo ho ni mo nchire mo
answer no beto aso bi wo ho kra onim Mr. Du hwan we MPP quick one.
Okay open me na records as chairman how break my way said ya
okay
I was say ya out to say o dey obi say do na friend because we be that but do do na friend chairman na me constituency chairman
okay
I'm in charge there somewhere I think 3-4 years ago. And no more to I'm the day chairman.
Okay.
Can I name your treasure?
Okay. It's not all can't we know how to.
Yeah, no correct. Enra titu na na medi hu komo. Aye the SC from 1992. Your papa eduwan ya breso be sinde. Baby a party no. If we are the ababetro. Na no
adopt such strategy. You know where you try to.
If you say you
Ghana kranka be de if say na say politics no yet say the mere fact say me no nya adwene obi abehu smooth so you
how see to this so no mo
covid everyone for my cover at that TV quick one and then be nanga o janka ba o me na manka on na ho say ba nse na afi de won sama o kan bebre na ne o ya adwo ko comment section na so you want to read the comment ma me mfa credit Emma Solid TV team on the post is part of your presentation. Now it seems everybody feel like over 90% of the comments say no we are doing with the analogy or create bank also the him say ba o miana nkaja o kwanka won no kwa afi de ba ne say na wa switch de ba team Ken so we are connected.
We don't say we will make a na but finra me kasa ya ebse course aba ni ade me ka bi obi aka jam social media
no so the social media no me so won ka
media ya na be paris but be open party na do no me feel say mpani bi adwen ya free ni ama bi so kakra aniti na ma ye mo bi aforce ye say ye mra bonten ye so ye meka kakra ni atwe mpanifo mo fra na youth no do na adwen nyina be a party ni gina at this point. Any records wo ho ni mo nchire mo
answer no beto aso bi wo ho kra onim Mr. Du hwan we MPP quick one.
Okay open me na records as chairman how break my way said ya
okay
I was say ya out to say o dey obi say do na friend because we be that but do na friend chairman na me constituency chairman
okay
I'm in charge there somewhere I think 3-4 years ago
chiabo nyina awie Prof, na primary year ba be paso yi, what will be?
Emudi here.
MPP.
Oh,
January 31st.
Yeah, no more. Oh my God. Oh, sir. You could see the wind that is blowing.
Who ended up?
Yeah, you could see that there's a wind blowing towards one direction.
Yeah, direction, man.
And you know, while we wind baby a blow corner, it's like you just have to follow. So
me pacho Saturday we are yeah bra penny omane buama wind no.
I'm home from Abiana Namon.
Oshe. Be kwa he.
The ball kufudia that in Tamniama. So some from money being American.
I'm just a boko.
Who's from a be wow.
Cheva a boko he. No.
Ah, you kufudia
and a making. And from another boy and a boko.
And that's a time from India, a boat to canopy. A boat to canopy. How much do canopy? This house and the air bench from a boat to two establishment. And now, times you see, seasons comes and season goes, and politicians don't listen. And I'm not the social media type. Politicians don't listen.
Why do you say that?
Oh, politicians, they don't listen. When they have their self-interest, yeah, then interest and no one will pay. And to yeah, then me come baby, na say grown friend me be. Or friend me say mama can some job. My son what din papa. Me catch them say my son what din. Me catch them say I deal with emfa. Me catch them. Me I don't come on social media, but me catch them. Me catch them. When you know I have some Prempega who's one of the top guy. Me catch them. 20 before Alan Bebe resign. Me catch them me huye. Me catch them. Me catch them no man fa. Now we back when they cash out. And I'm saying, "Win him." And yeah, but a beer and SMA you interest to. It's about what is going to happen. You have to follow.
The
Nyamiaka, and now the musha. I didn't be ye and full be who he. Now to the crowd, you see, I've been for no one count. But they agree to destroy you. That is why when the spirit leaves somebody, he goes runabout. When he's coming back, he look for another powerful, powerful than him, and they come. Tabrofon informing Bafi, inform you Nishiano, Bagokra, Omo Conto, Combejan, Tokonoma Babesewi, Umuano Magoto Tokans. I hope you understand. So, as a political party, forget about your personal interest. And forget about Mempewe Yasap. Now, rather than agree, let the person champion, then I open power and I open. Now the chinchina, see, because some of the chinchina move you no matter to a more position.
And to you, no, 31st, and why not show Befa?
Oh,
flag bearership.
Oh, I believe they can Befa.
Can Befa,
I believe. I strongly believe.
Nice.
I'm from a neighbor. I am we are Danya, what time I cry name. Fee will be made. Don't try it. Intina, former President Rollins kind was say, man, 2 banacrans and man for Babato. Enzi. Pepa to Enzi. In some inform to Abba.
There be that.
Membrano so and so. So I believe that they just have to go on that line and to help them. That's all. That's all that I can say. I'm not too much into it, talking about it.
But who are Remho?
Oh yeah, I know. I saw it long time. Michia, a campaign manager. Baby, I'm a workshop in a year where is it one campaign manager or something? One of the free infantile baby. Men a year car.
And I wish our workshop
or Westland.
Oh, okay. Cars many or
Range Rover, BMW, Mercedes.
So when you well, I'm just saying
the Audi call.
Oh, yeah, Audi.
Me Audi. I'm missing me Audi. Okay, me the BMW call. And I'm a catcher and say, on country and the boss. This is what I saw.
Okay.
He may not believe too much in spirituality, but baby, okay, can't connect it. Send me yet test come out. Penny be a because on in the baby green is okay. Yeah. Me send it tell command and say, oh, take it battle, no, like Pentecost them, beautiful gate chapel them, a dear band them in the market space. There's nothing like Pentecost or Anglican or beautiful gate too. A one no more a yet banter. A pupo. To me catch them and say, on country in boss. No, on to me go into the spiritual realms and find the obey because the contenders will not look at you for you to get into or building the spiritual side. No managing in near maybe I can tell you it will go. But when taking a World Cup, not taking a local cup, yeah, and you know, but I believe maybe because actually me who share all Kenya and power on everything. Because go 4 years or more back why sounds so sorry kutia. Bompa your bon now so bompa your bon in the BTM. No I send back to the sender. Yes, I hondia. But I believe Ken is not the type on Tessa Alan. Alan is quiet, but so I believe maybe Ken near day ne on focus on the vision the also the beban uncle Swanka. You should forget about the insult. Okay. Your Ghanaians don't like insult. Yeah. And just focus on what he wanted. No, I'm building a spiritual background on my hunhiano. Because Sajuma we know a spirit. Okay. One yes point your spiritual bulldozers be and show now one you know one year near. I'm not better than who says. Go on, grow radium no more to Cromosha, the enemy is that powers. That's what I know.
It is your free MPP, so and this is where
some dominanye
a back a bebasso. And I say a wabonte say a Julius, and I say, see, don't get yada as a
oh, there's only one a bepre. But then I said, Princess everyone favorite.
But I heard your own one more.
Oh, but I see the likelihood say. The favorite of the president, you were saying, Julius would definitely champion. But one says you get your moves, you know, they were content. But I haven't seen it spiritually. Okay. But I know this too.
But a homicide, Unyanka Julius,
I don't have a favorite. Okay. Because I haven't seen it. Okay. And even the MPP, I don't have a favorite, but what I saw is what I was saying.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. It is almost year 2028. What will happen? The bigger one.
Bigger one. Oh, Ken will win.
Ken so 2028.
You see, Ghanaians are something. They want pejuma. And if you have what it takes to give people job, they will buy into it. Okay. And Ghana for no umeti ya okay near man kwine one year so that kind of me no a be farmer. Nice. Ni na so be manage the casa na weti managing it this time. It is mo born in fish mo born. This what radio nature na dey na say perseba. Mo born and they say deliberate that they have to weaken you through that so that you say something. Then you go against you. So you must be able to swallow the pain, handle the pain, manage it. That's the only way. Got the weakness now, and they will go after your weakness. So I believe, sir, on manage insult, no, don't handle it well. No one in the team knows on casa. Said don't respond. Don't respond to them. Because respond to them, and you are the same.
Then the about the son, and you will see a shiny year, and also what kind of manage here. On manage na enka.
Now, when you manage it, whatever it is, automatically have to become that because that is the reason why I gave you the ticket. You manage it, and then because you manage it, and people come to love you. Why do you have to change? Because you don't just need power; you need power to rule in the people.
And it's all about managing. Now would you win?
Now we are not changing. Change over to who knew 1 year crowd was on your started. You manage it because Nansu will be out. Nansu will be out. Into the one son you just work on it. Okwasiano sons is somebody. So that's my advice to him. You have to manage it because blows in the beba pa. So you to your bone think ajish. No one handle. Then when you handle this what thing you'll be able to.
Your ball suma G's no one handle.
One handle says also yeah the president. Okay. And me Gaza person the president.
About the show sutra.
That's because me the president.
Okay. Wona ukuta ya kopo no be reply.
Fima me Gaza me ko program fi Kumasi me bedru ya me nam zongo me nam adenta me ko niema ko to me Russia ko vision 1 ako preach me dia na ka bia cross me no cross me say painful. If you do track was so full. Now I'm saying I'm so full and
nice one.
Ghana for the open so do any attempt you have to get yourself prepared. That is insult. Just that I advise people, men of God, women of God, we should stop the insult. I think the insult is not the best, especially elderly people. Somebody who is older than you, somebody who have been in the system than you. the youth, the upcoming people. Unfortunately, it's not even the youth only. The elders are also insulting. And him for So I don't know if you find in your culture and just speak your mind. Say what you say. Adia ye can also for business who different. Who the another ababeto. Hey, you two abawi. Adifo bi koka de meboa ebisi mehu amasui ongo hye dem no ye din na te next question kuma say no why careful so eno anu ntino let's rather speak our mind, speak whatever we want to say without insult. There's no need for the insult. That's my advice to people.
Nice one. Abusia yabena be senior prophet Eric Yao Ofosu then waba besra me ahwehweko ahwehweko kama bibia to talk na kwa kama wait a quick one, a minute 31st.
Yeah, 31st baso de ne wo church wa. But the question is not about nyamiade. They people are doing things they don't tell you. And the kind of thing they do, they won't tell you. Aside that, the people who have succeeded at on my very role model, they have failed to tell us what really happened on the ground.
You to this is here, no terms of the name ekrum show me the way. Bossu. Show me the way. Omonam kuruma, show me the way, bossu. Obi to be ne bossu bi nampa no di hia ejaw. Wana mecheno oje bibia ma no oje bibia ma boss kro no esu no pa de sa boss no e grace no entumi nso no so ba boss no e grace no ene na ma bonte e de entia
fi de me hunu se enye sika bia na yedi nye success bia na hunu se success. There are certain success that comes with condition and comes with control. And it's nyame anya wadom na go she has the control the success now when you're part of whatever the kind of pattern they are supposed to pass. I'm afraid for you that ubaya there go she ga
enti ebia bebia nipa na fa no semeti ase a bebia nipa na fa no enya nyame akwa so
fi mentimi nka se nyame akwa ba de tie ne se
restrictions wo ho
ade biara fi why you successful why you successful meaning fi me here a good help. You know you can see a good help.
Yeah.
When I come to you and I know you have, and yet you can't help, then there's a question mark. I'm not talking about people that take advantage of people that abuse people, but I'm talking about say any power or born home or the yam waka krabi onye bebre. The word to go monte, the ode yani and yaman media ma. But I don't blame the person. That is why Kebeya, in a successful story, people should come out and tell us certain things in between there. If I tell people have me a mate before, if I tell people have lost my child through fire outbreak, I've lost this and lost this, say Beya Nipano so should be a part of the process. So people are asking you for help. You are not ready to help them. It raises a question mark. Unless the person also people have been taking advantage of the person and you're trying to balance that. But either than that, I will tell you,
okay, nice one. Where would you remember the Maker's House? Dr. Michael Buedinya Meche. I say, wow, what a word.
Bro. Yeah, be sure. Bro, you know what's enemy you need be why. Oh, you code.
Oh, that be kana mesubin ya follow up.
Dollars and I'm so ya send and make.
Na say bibia dia oh success ne ho asem ye kai. It is Dr. Michael Buedinya Meche. Said the kakrabra, bro, ya bre. Said the kakrabra. Ali super profit be 20,000, no man 10,000 bia. And one no.
Ya dear one no him. Can want it.
What it pa?
Dog. Your kind and one no. Now make us out there. We are part of it to make it make a house.
One time. Intimacy wa wadaroma. Enguye ni mase. Professor Dr. Michael Buedinya Meche. Obi basa your friends I was for no body be say Dr. Michael Buedinya Meche. Andrew was that again. Makakadi. I just want to now.
Let me now.
Maybe you will be a nice one. Yeah, because Bobody and the chairman said, "We did my wife." Catch us on my should be Embragana.
Amia. Amen.
Nice one. Chairman.
Yes, sir.
Where the Lutan Wabano? Auntie, a boy and come on.
A Luther continue.
By the totally different. And yeah, you standing for peace.
I know. Who's a peace you been so by a bar with Vim?
Heavy.
Bar with Vim. Peace be your bar. You're not table and what? I don't want it. Because peace need be what I'm with table. Force one she and go for Bema Ayabasa.
One time.
So the peace must also come with force and overcome certain diabo people on the way. There be a bit to make Pio Magunche.
Nice one.
That's it.
Nice one. Udi Abeba say no shaky. What you have to?
Okay.
Dr. Michael Bodi Damicha, what do you have to?
Mati, no, Prof. Woody Obey.
2010 to cover my 30. So I'm running up crying 50.
About no be confirm.
One time.
Yes, I'm for my list, beba.
And someone was social media no so.
Sir, V.
Oh, that's what it be.
Menenam.
What it be. Na me for ba ko mo way.
Yeah.
Yes, so ba me bisa se sisia se Yankopa asofo e wo Ghana nyina se Yankopa aba sisia se obekum mu nyina na makọ eye heaven sisia mo beko.
Ne enko say.
But you ready?
We are ready and ever ready because you can never tell. Nobody knows when the time will come.
Asofo e wo Ghana nyina.
Ya mesene nko.
I quite heaven.
That means one may free take it to.
Aye.
Na wonko. Antena hoy. So I think majority will go. Majority will
go.
I'm telling you, we na wo twan o say that to mento no be bon kwa yenim na sa bona utra ye na the amount signals e besene ko amount free entry say besene ko heaven wo tena ha agide
na ya say heaven ni ho
say heaven ni ho oh they can choose to say the say obia won opinion obia won the reasons why he doesn't believe there's a heaven but as much as I know as a child of God, I know there's a heaven.
And then see them who say who heaven, Abraham won't call that.
Oh, per revelation, because we know me who read that. But through revelation, we have come to know say there is a God. There's somebody who is a maker, Alpha and Omega. There's somebody that created you and I. That's my belief. I've come to believe that. Me yedie or fremina ejuma na se be ya dachi bi no wa man baby akoko Yesu kon wo se me ko baby akosisi baby about. Na mbra ne ba me ba be fam akos. So I know there's a place that my maker have gone or Jesus have gone to prepare, and when it's ready, you will come and pick us.
Now walk on our body because yes, heaven. Place in your from heaven, okay.
Of course, that is how we know he's going to.
Okay,
there's a place he's going to prepare for us to be there.
And that's also okay, say heaven. Of course, heaven.
Of course.
Okay.
Of course. So all that we know that there's a heaven that we have to go. So that is what we are getting ourselves prepared.
I don't think conform person mejiedi.
The power of gravity. So we need. Ebia we don't believe about the ton kosoro for ekosoro na wo ba from ha na abechire se ogidi na wunyini. So this debate or that doesn't believe there's a God, there's no God, is their own personal opinion, and God doesn't even force. He have given everybody the willpower, and as much as you have your willpower, you can choose. But on that day when the trumpet sound, so it's not a force that you have to force somebody to believe. We will only convince people. We will only preach to the souls. We will only win people for Christ. So we do our best to preach to the people that there is a place, there's a heaven. You have to get yourself prepared. We prepare people for heaven, but we don't prepare people how to go through the system in the world.
Wow.
But we need to balance the two. So what there's a place you need to get yourself prepared apart from the heaven. We cannot be heavenly minded and then earthly, like we don't think there's nothing like earthly, and then we do our things anyhow. So we need to add that one to the heavenly mandate and then prepare ourselves towards heaven. And whether you believe it or you don't believe it, it's a matter of time. And it's a point whereby people will try to throw argument towards there's no heaven. I don't believe in this. People can choose, and we can't force them.
Do you think say yes for the binomo and you're ready to teach us whatever that we have to know?
I will say I saw funny ye di umbeti mai, and yefnuboni unim se masa. Ye was subain bini attitudinal problems that they quite sorry. People have chosen what they want to hear, and when they come to sit in the pew, they are made up their mind. So it becomes difficult even to convince people. So I believe majority of men of God and women of God called by God are doing their best. You can force a horse to the riverside, but you can't force it to drink. So we will do our best, and the men of God are trying their best to teach, whether prosperity, whether going to heaven, whether walk right, whether live right. We are teaching them in the church as much as I know. My background, where I'm coming from, we're teaching the people, the pastors I go, the churches I preach. We try to bring the people mind to God, that follow the principles of God, apply the principle, learn how to pray, fast, and then apply the word of the law. Be careful how you treat people. We put all those things into people. But some people have made up their mind to come and sit in the pew. What can you do? We have an attitudinal problem. We keep on working on it, and I believe gradually the people that have here, they will hear and follow it.
I don't know ya na obetia ekofo sorry also for we the okwa wontumi nhyɛ wonkom. Na just one year so papa.
So some are called to be apostle, some are called to be prophet, some are called to be teachers, some are called to be pastors, some are called to be evangelists. Ade we na ne ha adwene say enyi osofo bia na obɛhyɛ nkom. Enya ne calling no. And even what D for kura enyi de bia na D for hyɛ nkom.
Do you think I'm sorry manage the pressure too much?
I'm sorry manage the ombema pressure, but it's up to you to manage the pressure. There's always a pressure because as soon as you come by four, they will give you pressure. Even if you're a pastor, they'll give you pressure. Even if you're a prophet, they'll give you pressure. Apostle, they'll give you pressure.
That is a woman mountains our pressure also to show among common. Abra wankasa inwardly unim say come Yankopon make a share one. Why do you share sign common?
We share in common science day because at the end of the day we have a typical example why Saul lost his throne. Saul was under pressure when he was waiting for Prophet Samuel, and Samuel was not coming. The people compelled him, and out of that he did what he was not supposed to do. Well, yeah, and he lost his throne. So as a man of God, why do you allow people to give you pressure to do what you don't know? Now what didn't call for that and call for destiny. If they are not ready to wait, let them go. If you can't prophesy, don't prophesy. Teach the word. Teach the word. When we were coming up in the doors, when the prophetic started, I decided to balance myself. I studied the word and I prophesy, so that when you get the opportunity to minister or preach the word, you have the word. So why should a congregation put pressure? What makes you a leader? A leader who cannot manage situation, manage the people. You can be a leader. So as a leader, don't let the people give you pressure to prophesy, fake prophecy, and then information prophecy. And when you do that, you are messing up the church. And you become even like an agent of the enemy to the kingdom. And you give people the platform also to destroy what we are doing. So I don't believe that you should be under pressure. You see, let me tell you, many years of us say, at the said your bow should be down. Or catch us with no bomb. Who go to say, Baba catch us and I say, Bossa shots and green goy. Who ye Bossa shots or better catch us on pub one and I do. And your bar, why not you should be jow, be jow. I sorry bar was you be jow, sorry. Would you offer for gold, shake Kunyamano? Or to go to this one, catch us one for man, with jow. And you can't keep people. I will tell people we have two types of people in life. Or let me say 3 types of people. There are people you meet today, they are just passing through your life for a short period. Mimi sa makabi wahada na noa trotro si etufi circle eba Medina olodu circle to Medina woba ebi si 37 na me pa chomo mu si 37 no mate ne driver no ko bu passenger na life people will walk out of your life. Pastor, people will leave your church whether you like it or especially the people that you help, they will leave you. And that is where you manage the pain, because a leader must know how to manage people when they are even leaving you. And some people will come and stay, and you will stay forever. There are some people, when you keep them for long, you are in trouble because they are. And when they finish, you will let them go. If you keep them, you are in trouble. So also for obi to one or say obey the upa shen come. Eh, now will be a machine comes out no be ango. Or you deep for papa who park like will be ango. Eh, they want 2 to 5 on a month for Beko. So it is not here or there. It is not of him that will it or him that run it. You cannot please anybody. In life, I have never tried to please anybody. In a me, unti please me because when oh, that be and yet, but I don't want you to. There's nothing that can move me. Hold on, you've tried to please me. It doesn't move me because I don't believe in those things. Because you be no ni pane de o. Say ni pane person o chire se wo bibi no. Kokoshe. O kan na we dey flex no. Dey bregu ni fie. Si kan na we dey here to no. O din within a week. And I'm in pankasa. To dan go for the rich people, the successful people, they don't talk. I saw for make it power. You don't even see them on social media. Go and see them. They're mega powerful, but you don't see them. So I don't believe in pleasing people or somebody pleasing me. So no, you're taking the pressure of the people there. Eba, manage it well.
Manage it well. Senior prophet Eric Yao Ofosu. A beautiful gate chapel international.
Amen.
And
a worldwide beautiful gate chapel.
Worldwide.
International, but where was start?
Worldwide. Beautiful gate chapel. Come up into Wadama. Point of correction.
Amen.
Yeah, the radiasi. Now, I don't think I saw for more time.
Fee.
I didn't hear. Munyanamo Yanyami Juma. There's a boy Yanyami Juma, a tiny baby, as Yanni say, because. Mono moya strong kokra che we the outsiders ye so for obi beka say yen share da amfa de papa ye no money ade whatever it is ye beka so ba mo na bujira ho edema ye problems bia ye de begu so abobom pa ye mamo na bobom pa ye ma ye no ma enyo ma tenetene ni ade mo akore ya mo tenta mo mo sabotage mo why
see your friends a men of God na day women of God. So we are men before the God. I hope you understand. Nipa. If rebushim. And nipa shuwe mu.
Sasa no so dem conform person meti.
There be your spiritual. As I mean my me spirit and me go way. Amen. Me wo feeling wo ba be timi hwe me tim bibia. Amen. So na me tell
you also talk about me.
Hey, one mono am me embarrass boy you. To know me bomb fam cause I say. O dama ba me so me dia ba.
I go say obi boss so try that hammer no.
Ya ji soja ni asotro. O jiba one side we are. Ya hwe so betuma sa the other side.
Manyame na aka. Ana nyame na kai.
Fi nyambotre.
Mesra wo, nyame na kai.
Fi nyambotre ma
nyame kai ana wanka.
Nyame aka na asotro no. It depends on the slap before you take another one.
Any slap.
Sa na nyame kai. Me embarrass bo. Soja asotro ye bo wasoma etiwani so na to wasona ate wan. Wo beto form abidwane. Police asotro na bi e bo wa betuma dia.
Nyame find out this wo.
Oh, fi jai. Fi ma me come asem. Amen. Enti ye nipa. And the fact that somebody has become a man of God doesn't mean that he have even finished working on his or her character. So this kind of attitudinal problem and character problem is still in the kingdom, in the arena of pastors. So if you are not matured, if you are not careful, you will carry those kind of characters into the kingdom. Now you jealous one another. Maybe as a airspace, you know. And now so go abontian yet imagine you maybe what time will be no one when you have a brief will be now what say will be I don't see why. I asked myself was church members so be sorry go almost sign so back sorry church members they are all over the place. The space is open for everybody. We must also understand that there are times and seasons for everybody. Obi mre etimi ba you be shuffle be 34 years. There were names that were there. Some names came later. A decade name came older. And now you can say a minimum season. So it's a matter of time understanding ourselves. Say so unia ya dia nas efa piano. That jealousy bringing one another. I mean, I don't see the point of getting jealous another man of God. We already have our challenges and difficulties when it comes to the work of God. So difficult. It's a pentama bo akokra, pentama, pentama embittered, pentama do a genuine work of God. But you suffer papa, then you see the pain. The people that Jesus healed them. the people he fed them. You saw when they say crucify him. And free nipatimo. The same thing here also this modern day. Already a human head in that. Misa, police in Nika just wakwaji arm robber. At least you see a person somewhere arm robbers we will be new to pin pomo kwakwana masa bosarin. Now arm robbers in the journey. Pe. Onukura so. Now we software who na akwachi arm robber. Obi nam the baby born bra ko di ni nsemu no a wo na akwachi and adwuno a wakwa ye bibi no wo na akwachi ye adwuma na edin dada. Timi catch me news of the kingdom itself have its own challenge. Why not come together as one people, support one another? But your attitudinal problem, your entity ya baby ya who ye free, baby ya free, and even who brought you up as a man of God, baby ya who tape, who training free, and you contributed, and a basa na fade adani akeka ne titi ne bringing one another down. But other than that, I don't see any point of we bringing one another down.
Say yeah, not just also for a mistakes. I was say or a human being.
Of course, no pastor is perfect. Don't try. I tell people that obi one samba can be basusuka.
Okay.
Because it won't be long. It will be your turn.
Okay. And obeja to say and focus or sophobia and honuma or yet in a Ghana obeja to.
And Ghana, or can we ask now?
Ghana has here.
Ghana, so for be anywhere the water.
Or yet,
and Yannick, so for be atne. A man of God must be righteous. The fact that the righteous man of God make a mistake. That's why I say that you are not perfect. Or see, if I count iniquity, who shall stand, including the pastor? Your righteousness is like a filthy rag before me. So who righteousness now? What did you righteous? Before God is a filthy rag. Oh, and when the Lord begin to come in iniquity, who shall stand? Who are you as a pastor? Who are you as a man of? You don't even have to boast. I mean, you're righteous. I don't like that. But let it be like you are righteous by God's grace. Some because we are saying we sign in one social. Obi one sign be atono. Obi one social be atono. Ebi awo de mai and until na will boast you. So be careful the way you treat people when they find themselves wanting. And I say be obi on ton social media sign. Men can't and need that one shut down pass on audience hunu obedi. No obey ya second don't work and that's why ye diatem and no make but whatever there are men of God are righteous. You can't say that there's no righteous man of God in this Ghana. There's a righteous man, but there's no perfect man of God. So the two are different. Righteous man of God.
Okay.
But there's no perfect man of God.
Okay.
No man of God is perfect.
Okay.
Along the line, the man of God might have made mistakes. Okay.
Okay.
Ebia wo nyini wenyame mo no ne ma bi o wante ase waye enti na ebiribia nipa no waye mistake but that doesn't mean that you should condemn the person and make the person look like when you're righteous.
Na so waye dada waye your mistakes no dada ne money ade na still all continue nyame afre ni nyina no or continue the same mistakes are anyway
but me can say me now Moses be careful of trying to go and help God. I rewind. Be careful the way you want to help God. Now no ark of God ark and Efraton. Obi ko som kura ni nyame ko no.
Hey.
Now no Moses. Don't marry a foreigner. No go worry. I go worry. Now the sister and the brother say now see dia ni se munu na wodidi. Nya ne ka say man worry. Onyame bufu om. You are not the one. Leave that man of God. Leave him to continue. The consequences are wait for him. If you say, because if you know him, you can advise. There was someone fun and one obey ya. Fee, you leave him. Don't be the judge over him. Focus on what you have to do. There's so much you as individual ahead of you. You need to focus and do than following a man of God. Mami got some job. Nipa ni nyani ya yapane nipa washadada. Osofu a washada say the bia watu bo ba park so. Ona go dineji. Oh, fee, I don't have time for that.
I don't be washada da odi mu nyane na ya pa.
Na be de nyane no mi bisa wo washada na wada na mi nyane se so de abede na waso. E bisa fi we de na waso. Nipa washada so obedi boni. Washada so be hardin. Ade chi bia odi bibi ba bebom. Sa nipa no be de 24. You can't. So leave the person, let the person carry on. Stop giving even him attention and focus on something that can be productive for us.
Okay.
Yeah.
Only also for podcast here also what Ghana. Bishop Bonigas 80.
Okay.
Bishop Bonigas.
Yamishran pa ade adwuma woye.
Nice one.
God bless you.
Nice one. Eja Mr. Wabedi yanka amanfo say or say topic back wa how majo Ghana. Aware dodo.
Yehovah.
Aware dodo. Aware dodo. I serious debater. I'm so why when you bear my coop chacha cry to be can be said. So your brain ponder so wusika. That's all shadows will be to be a warrior. Ekabako be warring in ye, Nenka, me no anamias. So that is if you can handle them. A young man, me no be to be a show more cover. And yes, all quack or worry. Now wusika na won't share man on the other derby. But our do coop chacha to be a cassette. Yenchira Bible baby a wa say our dodo enye na no so waka ma sisia no obia osofo bia no hono mu a we be Bible quotation bi a kire e declare asem no e dia mai nti abafo person mo find out say our dodo eye na ya ade a Erade impose e wo ye so say ye nware ba ko ana
fi
yeah
adeɛ baako a mepɛ me ka kyerɛ yi nyinaa me yɛte sɛ Bible na ɛda hɔ no ɛnɛ wopɛ sɛ wɔde ware 20 kura bɛnya mi Bible na wopɛ sɛ wɔde kɔ am robbery a wobɛnya bi Bible na wopɛ sɛ wɔde bu nipa fa so abɛnya Bible na nneɛma ɛwuwɔ mu no ba Bible sɛ yɛwɔ nneɛma nyinaa ho kwan bɛnyɛ ne nyinaa ne fata okay ma yɛnkan bibi ɛwɔ the book of what do you call it 1 Timothy 3:2 and one on Becca no this one the year asofo and year asofo a year 1 Timothy chapter 3 the verse 2 or say me version I'm using EV or say therefore an overseer must, that's a bishop, must be above reproach, a husband of one wife, sober minded, self-control, respectable, hospitable, able to teach, blah blah blah. Not a drunkard, not a violent, be gentle. Not quarrelsome, not to live lover of money, must manage his own house well. And the credential no half one a bishop with one wife.
Okay.
Obeka umbeko to agaje say we na ye efutuo keke. Baby a unse wiase no Bible no kan baby na fama na eboa wa no afa. Udru baby na emia wa no adoje. So at the end of the day no wan hwe ya obeka say we de na ye efutuo keke na ye de ma. Ba mame samwa me moa so e Genesis chapter 4 the verse 19. And also wo say Genesis chapter 4 the verse 19. And Limach took two wives. The name of the one of his was Cain. Abel ni Cain na say. And it was after the falling of men that polygamy started. Nipa shia se no. Ina sa awariye bebrebe no e sha se e dead. So these are the things I am pushing. Yankai enye before nipa shia se no. Ina sa awariye Cain asefo no. They started say ye wari mienu.
Okay.
Enemy and Sunday to all. Okay, let me help you also here. Or see, 1 Corinthians chapter 5. Okay, let me read this one a while. Father, we give a praise. 1 Corinthians chapter 6, the verse 12. Or say, all things are lawful to me, but not all things are helpful. I was in Swaziland. Oh, my body in Emia. I met two honorable people. Bako catch them and say, man of God, I am blessed with 3 wives. Now me can say you are cursed with 3 wives. Because or say I am blessed.
Blessed, yeah.
Because that is their culture.
Okay.
You know, the Majesty is married 13 wives. So 2 wives, 3 wives is their culture. That's why former President Zuma was about more than 3 wives. It's part of their culture. But mission and me handle some honorable people. They never have peace. Now, ushe mano stress stretch away now. Me be some say at the end of the day, who want near me now? Benyini in a fatal as even a man, not even as Christian. Maybe you have to find out why they are married that number. Secondly, it's very expensive. It's very expensive to manage 2-3 wives because the competition is high.
And it's no more cases who was the car.
No more worry to do on say because the intimate manage you be no be for back. Because you can't even get time for them. You need to do a lot of things to make money, bring money on the table. Will you have time for these women that you are trying to marry? And my way, yeah, just say, or no, what Timmy going in near tree, no, as I to pens the 10 or you need 3 no, as I week, or my common to So I want to ask you, will you be able to manage the modern day women that will come here? Now, about going to ground, what I could see me.
I was saying,
in a sa and that we are here raising a man, and to say now, what do Baba I don't know. First wife would demand a good school. Second wife would demand a best school. A third wife would demand another big school. But your masters will approach that. We approach school fees. Then the first wife would demand, the second one would demand, the third one would demand. Who penteme wu na ware dodo? Who pentem ni we wu?
That's all I want to see. I don't want to say, oh, church, all these bills are.
Fee in America say, Nipa do same men do same put the was a scam. People are struggling already. So why should even the youth be thinking about having a wife? In Kawoma, Komoka say, Yama Kama man worry, do not say, come man, come start your worry by 3. If you name Xiaoma, you show me pediano. So that they will start encouraging, oh, it's going on well. Everything is fine. My worry do on the same da. Then they can come. They should live by the testimony. No money kind. No one go worry me and say, night. Some more can in no more leadership, leader. No one champion, we are not the results, not prayer. Now, oh, this is practical. But we generate to 2 walk up parkers with the Omo Boni view.
But what was also say? What Bema worry now? Oh, champ, our girls bear 4, the 5, no near the other. I can't decide girls, no, I worry the show more. I would worry or motive, you know, show one, okay, better.
Now, Memano, when I catch you to be of 4, be of 5.
Oh, and baby.
Okay, some of 4, no, 5.
Especially as of 4.
Oh, that fee don't go there.
Oh, I don't fee. Oh, that's so
said Debbie. Oh, fee me, me patch me,
Nimushe.
Oh, software, worry. Our guess saying,
bear 4, 5. Oh, yeah.
The software, what could be said? Fee, what could be said as software? Na tete
also the whole ton
ne ho ton pa also ne ho ton oh one kind of correct
sir
one kind of correct and then modern day we go find ma for aboso
oh
and the demand from everybody coming to you unye raise obebobra fi unye ready so obebobra
aso for the bio
onye raise obebobra so for kro onye raise obebobra so person obebra pa that's not the way how you tone because already air condemnable. I said, that's a bishop and have one wife. The girls is something that don't go there, side chicken don't go there. But if you are doing, go and find out the troubles these people find themselves in. My record, me the wabe trouble on team, me yin say, koto dime mame. They say me waha, me here dime wa bruchide, and now koto pressure and go on, amobua, pressure and go on. Oba to dime sa obehu. Pressure into don't join this thing because easy to manage. You have a bill to pay and then you have a trouble to defend. Now man for zu kura sebi kura bushuam opa kasfin yabeka. So it is not an easy ground. Abrabona fi wote ba ho kura na wo ko ba kura na da say. No akofa mi ensan boso. Na mi ensa luta atiesi atu ya. No wasa ye sofo so wasa kan. Na sa nipa we aye na dwene se obe settle up. No wan so ye settings an obi di benyeska. Obeti wan piga. Obeti. So if they tell you it's easy for them, whoever, I don't know about whoever, if they tell you it's easy for them, omo boa.
And no more to obey. I'm the chairman.
Okay.
Can I name your treasure?
Okay. It's not all can't we know how to.
Yeah, no correct. Enra titu na midi hum komo. Aye the SC from 1992. Your papa eduwan ya breso besinde. Baby a party no. If we are the ababedro. Na no correct na wo kan so say no confess na me wo era about me camp. And the last election ye gina mu bi wa ha ma no pa. Aha ne a chichi ni benche nyina. But opani results were by Minyadaji for the past 8 months, from January to August. For somewhere May to July, I cried me to Quack Tiam and Echi Kakra. Number of a behold do near it, with Tiam and Echi Kakra Korean, Miss Sandy Kojima Home. Opani Minyadaji for the past 8 years to look into the results, polling station by polling station. First, I will make constituency here, and Sana made to us nationwide. And I feel me titi and so say Zongos near north. And they said baby I in for tier across the country. Resources on any cry and tea. Minyada Korean. Pony there over 40,000 polling stations across the country. Okay, woman say my share almost 96-97%. Nyada just saw all the results. And I've come to one conclusion. My year comparative analysis near there about our results. I am conform so many reasons why I ban sir. Yeah. If you see here Dr. Bob, you are a victim of circumstances now. Then you know I can first of all more and results a honeymoon analysis now. And yet I do baby as a kind of correct. And your results on some point and yet. But Ghana for one casa to do no quabotini. Any baby, I'm a tea, our bamming chambers and your penny halamo. Sabi, a boy, a baby and cratem cacra business is a business 1 or 2 be a out to crowd that boy. I'll be near you, wouldn't that. You hear and cratem or hand to me, Yada, you have a family laptop, but or daji. Party man do no bahano. Catch them, Mr. Chairman, Monamodia corner. See, any bomb, your moving tinny a cotuya. Money a mammy and no dear anymore. Now, so this time round the day, a Jomoya tinny passy and for Canberra. Meet for driver for. Baby, I'll be Fabia almost do door and see and fire a Canberra. Send your man any other factors. I can't. So I graph here and project in run on. None as I'm here any be. And I'm a person with Chirimokaka. I don't know my message and I say. And I see a Coswa Gina baby, Gina Noir. A beha party. Come dear me a home in his own permassempa. A ho, said Papa no call bar, a beer, can't you crown? Cacra, your pussy and some of mammy be a position near the day. Bear my child, dear coming be. But, open me sure be a party in Gina and said the corner. Ye me may be sucacra, a beha. Nina yen fire soon tea in your form for a catch a year party for penny for. Maybe we have offered as a constituency, though we should in the scheme of national in the other day. But as I say, I may chay and sabi tikakra, I may timidly greenies you home, dear corner. Let's say, Fata say, the be a honey, said you be a honey, but one here. One Cassama, a behavior, and I see a Cassam Cacra. Yeah. And in tia, where you are, Quaquati, where you are, Stica. Pennyful be a kind of crap power party more. My analysis be on my year now. But teachers said, you mean, who said, baby. See a costu Gina baby, Gina Noir. Now, you need 2028. Import 2032 year. And no crowds of it me up.
And in tell, yeah.
No one who's our graph.
Yeah, who's our graph. A coyan after the sea from say.
Now, you're a Dubois no start here. Your papa Dubois is starting. There was no record of any MPP presidential candidate. Yen's our statement in so. There was no record even to compare. Say you were Dubois or Yadi and answer one Yadi. In any era one is a brush. Time no ballot box no you pick. And I'm not paying for be saying voter reading. Could I to me got 220? Say no credit, say no credit. These were things I had here. That time I'm a teenager. Papa Ninya 30-something%. But total number of votes was 1.2 million votes. Onukru di yenim a breaking the culture of silence. Ye Bema or my MPP near Dini. And I'm the Casa and then a Troy across the length and the breadth of the country. When you have 1.2 million votes. But you guys just was a party in Penny. Oh, crap, I mean, Cobium. Now, dear no Ghana for no painting or Matuka, come a crabby. Delegates ni said there be almost sign papa no. Almost sign papa no. And there was no record even to compare the first results and performance on ya. Now only me almost sign no yema Europe for coin. Papa no for the first time in the history of MPP in 1996. Onya 2.8 million votes. Or they are hoping 1.6 million votes. What does it tell you and I? To number one, Saturday no, I say you repeat candidate and am I a fair chance of winning? Yes, it is. Because Ghana for no usually no I say, oh, did you parabadu baby? And I say, oh, ho, I feel any why I'm mobile.
Yeah. Sympathy vote.
Sympathy vote. But the TN say, sympathy vote no be usually now you compare third time to the fourth time. Do we have that time to wait as a political party? I have a very fair chance in 2028. Ira Mahama, Yamicha, so we could be so copy. It has its own advantages and disadvantages. Of course, constitution as it is now, and this will could be. Whoever comes, obviously a very
also
neutral
be a first candidate.
First candidate. It is crowd and the same. But Ira Kufokra, the role is not role as a continuous candidate, but or improve more than double Ira a dubo in there. What does it tell you? It shows a party no. Sadian and Koya, na ye bold, near Sisania Yajumatinia. We can move further. Cross in Sadia, Ebetuya. Now, mention him, I could say, Ira Kufo winning. Onya 2.8 million, one winning. But senior party who said, what you improve on the numbers, then it was worth to repeat it. So there was a basis now for repetition. And so for the first time, party na delegates near say, yes, I'm repeating. Oh, inti repetition, no. Party ni trend is a wahia, and you automatic. Say the binum person would share a corner, ya GD. That's not how it's been. We only repeat as a party when our performance is very close to the market and him say, they are why there. You're 12 so a be yamai. And 2000, you repeat it. A penny and penny and pa. Papa no de about power. And penny and penny and pa. Papa no de about power. The year 2000. The year 2000 was some PGM. And the core, I'm saying 3.6 or so million votes. Let me quickly refer to the graph. My phone is. Wow. Or the year core, yes, 3.6 million votes. The year 2000, and already winning from 2.8 to 3.6, not the winning. Now, Oko 2004 as a sitting president, Openye Muko 4.5, and also Odi Mantini. But all veteran there,
yeah.
Eddie Dimune also called the 2 terms as and na Ewa Kufuani Alan, Ewa Nanado Kufuado Miamofa, Onana Ewa Alan, Baba Prayer, Ewa Kufuado winning. Can who say? You were for the same crowd, and penny fortress, I saw no near before. No one tell me down. There was that perception. And now Uncle Four appointed to the fact I said, near work for support. Eba Pala.
Alan, yeah. So I'm so quiet to vacation on support.
Okay. And now you are an anado. Eba. Now here about you and Ananya. Ananya 4.480. Almost the same as Europe before then. That was when we were also trying to break the 8 for the first time. 4.480 and then 4.5, the difference between it. So more or less, if you are technically, statistically, Europe and Ejina Kufo Edian Swa when Timia improve. Because that time, Ubekaya no oil price and then $100 per barrel. Gold prices are falling. Though all the factors that will favor the country need more than petrol prices cost through. Until now, as a young man, I'm about for the kakra.
Okay.
Until Ghana for I've been a mouse here, met fee. Now, Sa Abano Yura and another 49 point something, very close. And a boom, and there was every indication said, Yura and Anka by dear, guess who winning? On Yura Mills, Yura Mills of Father Coy, 2012. The Yura Mills be free money by Yura Mama by. And that was when I say Abano in Yamubi could buy a copy court near the party not being mono. You who say, the Sama Chicacra, and who being here say, be maintaining you and another. So watch the trend. The party repeats a candidate when he shows very good performance, or very close to winning. That is when the party decides to repeat.
Yeah.
And repeating another 3 times. You know, no bad, 49% consistently. I said, Onokrano call 3 times. As in Yamincha, 2016, you ran another how many votes? 5.7 million votes. So from 2008, 4.48, or about 5.2 pm, and Osande called 5.7 million votes. Now watch this. Or do we need 2016? 2020 crowd there. Or the Komu 1 million vote more.
Yeah.
And no Ekoma is 6.7. How na year and they do it. So in the idea we are as a relay. Those are eco school.
Baton.
When you pan a pick is Europe, I could for a year, friends say, I do want to go year on your sign on your share racing as a for. Na Europe for fire, or the my Europe, Nana. And also PJ Moon, and I initially not Trotoy, 2008, went to me on 29 because the name and was she. Now support no from the party, the government, no, said that
more you do, so yes, I scacra.
It was Trotoy, and then no Trotoy, and me and family. 2012, to a mechanical cabana, no, yes, she be speed, no, a year having. But 2016 there. Sabmeri no Calipo cry na go da my party. Nti
Nana Calipo
the team popra few year Mahama mono the winning for the first time. It's the second time or some PGM by a difference of 1 million votes from the previous votes. It is not akwa here. Na ka baby year na dey could do here there. Na sitting vice president I dey baton amount. And ka ukra there ka wanya hwe kura nka ne di master na na mo achi na also trot because unim otroto ya ka 6.7 you mama say the 6.6 no dey winning if I'm wrong I am penny for venture but I don't think say you Mahama the vote no na edu you na na there they do win 2024 nika you ma o kura maintaining sa vote no te say na you na maintaining kufuor there no a ka party ni team. But papa no fuji baton. Baba, many says a video bi na nkora bi no mo call relay 4x4. Nkora ba ko di ma akora no kwa fe du ba bi. Akora asma no oji ye no de. On sign e chiri mum. That video no help ya no we da ko fo ahe. Akora no yes, akora no sign e chi baba. Enu bi na ye papa ba mi ase de ami hu no. Ekoye. And our tier the so be do 4.6. Oh, I could be a clear do 6.7. 2.1 million vote deficit from the previous one. Across us, we yachiremu say, Mani, me am a dear, what catch them say, Sir 2.1. The next 4 years a day, 3 years a day anymore. You bet me at it is a care beat in this year. A bad attitude. And now beckons one of the greatest questions about the same.
No, about the same for can say there are so many factors I contribute to the defeat. COVID, or your mate, or he just a mate, or you're the main driver.
Okay.
And it's in simple way. Did you say it's already in the public domain amount for council?
COVID me for us to a large extent. But the point is that me and my party is only be where I
yeah. But I like the fact
these
that
are factors there. But yeah, Jenny say we are candidate. Na enchiremu bi to say ko obi a okrom ne osomfo ene ayi for there.
yeah.
Enka obi a kora mu a okra no kanya wa
Anka so okrom for.
me ma resource bi. You were Tunga Islamic. You have a constituency, police stations, purely Islamic. Papa no, and the Zongo Development Fund BC new school. I'm home.
Okay.
School no na wana dana cry. Owie school kama. Police station Islamic A and B Tunga hono. Sa school fufu na papa no besi ma hono. Enimu na yeto aba. Nti ate ballot no kra ma wa wani tu adan no. Now they are aba. No about here about me now. 50 votes. A no. Here Mahamanya 249. Yamma Mesa Pranya 63 votes. B when you're 62 to 63. And then my Mesa 72. Mahamanya 239. President Mahama. Saa deɛ wɔ kyerɛ mo sɛ pɛne okromufoɔ ɛne ɔsomfoɔ yɛmfa sɛ bɛ som nyɛ politics there but obiara baabiara ofiri deɛ wodie mufoɔ kae ɛna wekura in the history of the party yɛmfa obi a sɛm de mpɛrɛdua sɛ wɔnyɛ aka ne maada yɛnyina ho sɛ wobɔ ho mmɔden kakra ne adeɛ yɛnti ɛmfa wo mmɛyɛ fact is ɛdi anim a wobaeɛ deɛ ɛyɛ bebree yɛnkom but the point is when a bit me a convince me say 2028 I yɛkɔ saa aba no ɛbɛtumi asesa and why didn't your own people vote for you? These are the big questions that beckons on all of us that needs answers.
Okay.
Wow. And 10 years will be in Papa Panasam. Ade penny. So me
to me analysis here. Why if you look at the baton to say Venn diagram was a graph. Once I can say
Nina Kosro. The only time I plateau more or less between 2028. Yeah. Year before kwa hand over my era. No one deposa. Just less than very insignificant.
I'm not crying a rerun of.
Thank you.
Oh, time. I don't know.
Yes,
the rerun.
I know. Can I pay for such as a year before and said that one 10 who year more run and I said, I guess what one say no question and ready in will be. But it's now prepared or no. Well, who dear you like for the Yama? You're about me. What kind of support Benny Nippon farm man? Sebe party mu boss ano ne nam yenkore nyina sika nipa seye ewade pene na se results we na ba na assurance ben e wo ho say going forward ye do kwa abebo party but ni hu so no kra say ukoba bia chairman ni buy too.
Grassroots for Nikasa.
In the buy too.
Okay. Because the reason why I mean, if I had said video moves are a copa and tea. Now, Miss Mitcham says, no. Me no was a quit and dear, and I remember whom quality I'm more than I maybe sound because. But amount for comment section as we could read the comment section as and it seems over 90% of them are agreeing with your analogy. Should say it really sync well a core amount for
America. Now my dear say can you imagine? Put yourself in the shoes of Senka Era come Japan and Era Dichum and Era Brian Champion. Our parents be bunu say ena ai Era Ken
yeah
compare and a court 2024 no onya sa ba ya Era ba me nya ya Can you imagine the data man? You're about me. Can interpretation obama to say graph way? Can you imagine the spins that will go around it? Yeah, I'm kind of cry now. I say, oh, your policies now, madam, so.
Yeah.
So that we say, it will be restraining home from, But all your performance will party opening. Then can say, papa no cry na your baby. And now factors are kukutia no near dear be not from him, a business so, but me I can say from him because we're opening beer, you walk on no. Penny for say the whole bar because we economic messiah, we go, we are going to turn things around. Now, every time I walk, not done and see in say. No matter the reason you have, you may have a very justifiable reason. But the attorney said, what is your story? I didn't Ghana phone him. The entire year when Nakra ma party need defy all odds. MIMA party card by force 2008 year-old running meeting was because of your economic prowess. Na mpenifor no kasa wo. And whether it was your fault or not, to be leadership no kwa na time a wo kono. Na there no that be almost 15, 16 cedis to $1. I found around 4 cedis under 5 in a day. There na Ghana for beka. Na nchemu ben ye de be mo no matiase. And has it left their minds? No. And the Kayan train crana sa boring no near ina abeto Ghana for team perception. Can no asimra sikakra. Na Kayan crying me soon frew. Na bra. To be honest, I mean, moment dear, many no, I can many year and I come home. This time, yes. More so as everybody is calling for the man that they feel or they know, say perception wise, obey me creative jobs because no crap from your own private resources have done so much. And he seemed to be a lot more practical, a lot more pragmatic, and a certain level of charisma, ni boldness, be so kind of cray. The see kind of for no say any party, say any opposition, or become on cray. And for feel say this is the time you hear such a leader. Cause Ghana baby a drone. I say, I'm out for ya papa. Conform say politicians, I'm out for agree here. Hey, dear girl. NDC, I want started there. Now so where's the economy? I don't know how the end will be. But obviously, say yes, be a more massaging your ma. And then they say Atu is forcing or more Kansas.
Atu is forcing.
How sustainable that is another discussion altogether. But my member, if you made me fear some answer. Some perception that's war. And you can let that new freshness evolve. Now, party no crime generating conversation for have you thought about second mini primaries here? The next 6 months in this country, the discussion about all attention will be on this party. That alone is enough publicity for us. Obi anim sabi baba omia the story. Ain't even exciting when he wins. Ain't news to be akase.
Okay. I think that based on the explanation you have given to me, I didn't hear me this comment section national. Basically, as I got TikTok saying and say, because mostly you look at the comment, the feedback people are giving to you, so that you know whether the thing amount for either say they are happy or they are not happy. They are but based on the comment, you can say there be more than at least get opportunity to if you want to me here. Here you can have opportunity. Heat room. Yes, it's not.
I know the heat room. Until my breaking it down, yes, and yeah, I mean, okay.
Yes.
So here they are, Penny. Yeah, for baton mount. Na ye na ye koye ni mu no.
Oh, the
Ba. I don't cry yet. Small speed you. Okay, you know, from 6.7 to 4.6. No.
Banka also the him say. Yeah, mommy, like you are like a left hand man too, or no, and we all know say last year or support it. This year I mean say our big baby I can say or support about me anyway. But if you just say honestly na a giant say about me or supporting the last year content quality and kai dem so keja won in the coba and is there a rift between you and her and Ntioma? What have they will say who can support it?
Openly only make a cry and penny for baby so name and offer. A dear and a bit me about me and mamma in them. There's nothing. There's nothing. It is not about her. I don't know if
so there's not you don't have any problem.
Open, what problem can I ever have with her? Baby, I say no. I'm gonna be penas and pap don't know where in America. And on him said, "Dear me, or sure." And she knows, despite any pain in our culture, no, say policies, the old Moyana, Trobini, Yanko Kabi, Bini, Mo, yeah, poor, yeah, more pure for near there, Yan say Nipani and ya idiot. Mimi yan home near baby, I said, Uncle Can, who and as in a chasm, Bonnie, meaning baby, but you see, it's not even about her, it's about our party. The OBD party anymore, can it? Will be all right. Say na dream no. So full say a harness imagine near the boa party no. But explanation I made ama we to penny. Sabio. Say no mammy or me cry. And as for no about me. Till the explanation I made ama we into us. Look at the trend. I have factors or more claim we say my Lucia. What is the guarantee now? Says our factors need that you can turn it around tomorrow for 2028, even 2032. We stand a greater risk of having a very serious issues in this party if we continue to serially lose that way. And the magnitude of loss, Benny, is pretty unprecedented. Pretty unprecedented. More so as about the previous election, a Swetimiati by 2.1 million votes. Are they? Are we saying, and over here, they only say 4.6, the equivalent figure, 2004, about Iraq for when you have 4.5, when you have 4.6. Are we saying, say, into the last 20 years, MPP and Timmy improve on our votes? More so as you ran another, they call 6.7. Are we I deal with quite can you discuss it? I don't know. But clearly, I deal with, and you see, when we set that precedent, a Beman leader be a badachi, but who said, so no bintamumwa, quite about fast one, only in Temple, not party not coming together, rally behind you, obey. But a general try say, any all the other factors I could tell, well, Obia ne do baby ni intimate economy was. But this was a candidate that when coming, or the economy, no the borad, you know. Those were the days of no serializing elections near there. If the fundamentals are weak, the exchange rate will expose you near there. Ono me who say me my economics at higher level, but of course me economics as my core a university. Until at least I appreciate some of these things. Penny, near connect is here. If I do baby, no one can economy on on a stage, Ghana for dear who yaw never be brave. Near the Sabi, and Cassie, you are Kimpaluta and in my baby. But now, a new regional chairman be Gina stage so. Penny, yes, I made the man no 2 penny be out. But now, and a boy, you will see Fianny be. Yeah, you could
say Sanjum probably wasn't appropriate.
Bro, one can say, how do you feel? And then, what trans now reflect it? Where we were. And this Sanjum near the name stage, so chair Ghana for now. How do you feel?
Ekoye, Mama.
Ah, nah, there no some koye at the time. I say, a coma, a slow for one. Because now see how for so.
Yeah.
And how did we respond to their cry? It's a party for no the yaw. Can't afford in answers.
Okay. Enti last one answer na ebekon. You just say you have taken your time to walk us through your statement, and I'm very happy say today me buy Senebeya will take opportunity to explain things Senebeya Ghana for better, because they are content creators. Sometimes you see a story that people are interested in, you make sure that you go there to do it. So whilst I'm passing by, I don't want to go now. No, that's not a great trend. I mean, go be saying, I'm so on far crying with no teacher in French. Senabe, I'm so met was say. Quick one, answer I become did say, yeah, mommy, I just suffer. And also right now to say, Bojai. That's because first 31st January when I'm crying out. Yami Admo, we are December to say. That is it. Ubi code name says, right now they are all coming out to show their support to somebody. And then one can say what's in some more kind of say. Even though on it, your papa can ever matter, but government and your family and friends. But Obiso Kotre say, so are you trying to tell us, say, you're about your Baba family and friends, Anna? That statement no making, what do you make of that? And from especially from Team Kenemo camp.
Meaning what the whole team is thinking about with respect to that statement, and what their thoughts are. I don't think those provocations obey it, because
that reminds me before. Not to cut you short.
There are baits to bring him.
Yes.
To disrupt his campaign here, or stay focused. Then I think he will. It's pretty unnecessary for him. So we'll be out in the world. And me, but then I could cry me down. Or see, Ken will not do family and friends. Isn't it positive for you, Ken? Rather, probably it is. Because on one area, I don't know one man, and as will be on any one man there. On your area, move function. No, on one can so ever catch it as a papa no, or we need all more no a draft post there. I say, Papa no, on far I'm not your son no, and as a memo no, on far me diablo. He means business for the people of Ghana. Here, Mama can't a few things about Irakan. Like him or hate him. But there are few politicians in this country that speak truth to power. Doesn't matter what. You are sticker. These are the people that I so admire. Of course, my minimum
not to she.
So these are people that I feel say we have to emulate in one way or the other. And boy, it's refreshing. So we have people. I mean, can't say out me say that's not what I'm saying. But they are minimum America. Papa knows also the passion with which he wants to help this country. Somebody with that kind of network across oil and gas to manufacturing to fish. Talk about what? It refers to a pedigree. In fact, nipa nuri na almost efatao. But in this dispensation, wo moyi abibia ne nipa nyakopon yi ne ma o. Yewura nanado onim ne ntia me hu se na ehu hia se yewura nana 1 minute 2008 no. It was when COVID hit. I want to me hu se enyankopon
na de kwa.
The leadership with the man moved and calmed everybody down. Those days, what fellow Ghanaians. Every evening, no, we are veterans.
Fellow Ghanaians. Fellow Ghanaians. I think that would be one of, if anything at all.
Yeah. So, Oman Penny, the whole world was even recognizing him for his leadership in such crisis situation. I mean, if there were to be any other president, I know also how be handled. But you see, they are near who near didn't want to what the man did at the time, excellent. To be an minimum say,
so man will send a baby drew her. Okay.
And I strongly believe that this time round, be a Christian, and I am religion, I'm leaving it to me. But I strongly have that belief. Prophets, I be bearing time and I open to you more. Bernard L. Bernard Noah or Kemusa in the wilderness speaking for Ken. I don't think so for nothing. nyaminim ne dayanim the crisis situation we have in our country with the youth unemployment and how serious it is as a national security issue. Say yan hwe ye be explode on yen nyina ye trisu da achibi, which is not too far. Say yan ye obi a take extremely bold decision, take the bull by the horn and drive the economy into a productive economy. A big create jobs are.
Yeah.
Your bill for security per annum near there. One say increase the bill. So I budget near there. I have trend no. And no crime intimi and solve a lot of crime. And near we do baby ever since South Africa. Yeah. And this is the time I believe you can. I was say Oba. We've tried others. Let us try somebody who have a simplistic approach to things. Businessman. That does not complicate matters.
A collapse. Dr. Bomieba MPP mu yenim no wunim no a one na yere owo na omoda so no enne omo anya sika ta wo na wo de usika wo wajapade wa ho oden wo de sponsor party no wo na wutua Dr. Laji Mamudu Baomi aka no enne ose owo sika se no na wa ma wo ye yesa masa just 8 years enti sabi ye pam obakwase ano nti wo de wo de yachi ya na ye beche no na Dr. Laji Mamudu Baomi na ye nim se ne nim dia owo nti ene ye de ne baaye obaye look at the economy and look at how our NPP anima faso guase na wawie no soso kura no anyansafo ne animdifo a mo wo party no mo dwene a mo pese o mo gi party ni si ho no ye nwu o mo anim ase a ye poison o mo aku mo na kuya this information owura na o de baaye no ono ano ye Jonkuma damfo. Okay. Yes. Ono an ka kire Jonkuma se ye be poison no.
Na wait
Jonkuma ntie. As I am speaking, Jonkuma suit to our toy say or the brand Jonkuma na kasa na request ye. Say onto suit emre no from London. And that's one who London. I be no ka say. Say nena odi ache dia. It when it comes to the information, I don't joke with it. Very accurate. It ya say we kra no catch them say kama men kan air. Cause we send be how can or say Frank we the men kan air. Now so no bro meka because e wuo. Yeah. Na men pese asem no besi na ma baba be kase oh ye catch them you. That be me yesa. Me the way I am dealing with my information no. I say me de buanipa. Me mentwe ma problem no mesi wie e ma meka. Eti wo a wotie mi bia no. Tie na tie ni ye. Eye sticker ye Steven Amwa. Ena ebyeso MP no. Lawyer Kwabena Boateng. These are the two MPs here. Omo target you omo say they will poison them.
Wow.
Yes. It is a wood tie me a tie na tie ni ye. Wuni mo amo a ka kire omo they should take it serious. Me yonko otu Jonkuma fo, Jonkuma ntie, Jonkuma fa no tra. Because na onsusu se sa de no bed. That is it. Ne yonko pa ni Jonkuma. And also so a very popular watena egeso pen onima egeso. Eti mesre aye lawyer ene sticker. Munya very careful especially ewo modidie mu nsuo nom ne mu bibia. Ebeya monsesa said de mu faso didi ne said de mu faso no nsuo.
Mamu je obi endi.
Nobody, don't trust anybody. Don't trust anyone. Because microphone ni abre. Unim said they have targeted Ashanti region. And as I hear the kind of campaign, you Rastikeye, the Mura, the Vim, the Vigor. Now you Kwabena Boateng, we the war of Asusi Kasa, then Sama Oka, a top delegate ni Bia Komaso. And I Osha Monso and Nequia. omu nyina wo hobby and 2023 no omu wie mu.
Okay.
So they know the strategy, they know the plans. And you saw Monqua no more MP. Omo agina mu pa yi omo ni Ashanti region.
Yes.
Yes. Eti omo agina mu no. They are saying that if say omo free ho, I am hihye better enkaifo no so.
Hey.
Yes. Na we MP so na wo Ashanti region. Na won so no won support Dr. Bawumia, won so hwe wo so yi. Omo they are very dangerous. Omo ayo omo adwen say anybody we are very prominent. Now we are very influence. One support to Dr. Bawumia, not support to Kina Japan. You be you free ho. Either they will poison you and I say bia or more de to trafway you be kun. But I hope and I believe we say with the security in place, you know, there it will never happen. But ahweye the most important thing. Eti mesre NPP ni bia wutie me. Enti adenti na yetonti aduro bempa na Dr. Bawumia de ayeya. O collapse party no. Na yentumi nka nokora nkyere no. Na yeye ne hwe ha saa. Adai. Nti ye tena se ma Dr. Bawumia be poison MPP fo nyina akumomo. The same way and ye de ye Jonkuma. Ene hwe Jonkuma. Na ono so wantie o. Wantie senko tie me nuan otie me yonku ya wo landing ya na nakuya kasa break Jonkuma tiase.
Oh, you don't know.
That is it. Eno de anyama semo. Na de mu ehye wanum kura ye je. O de wanu o be ka de yenka. Unu so oye reverend. Reverend no be firewood o. Etro bi asem for number ma yo. They said they go for me say me ya konta ba ko pe. Aha, say me na bi gina mu ma na nakuya. To wani je ho a de wo frɛ me a me na me ye interview no me ye interview no so video interview ne ansa na me je wa tum no wa hu ayi Ford na me ton no je se wa to ba ko ama me wo to ba ko ma me na me kura ma je Ford na ku aso be je dai ne Lamborghini ne ayi Tesla ano be je etu betimi na wa ba ne and o share the rate at which omo ayo se muja kura na omo beka agu muja kura na nakuya omo beka agu just because of power na wo be win flag bella no wi anya Ghana fo na ekoto aba
Ghana fo nso ya ntoma
na nka hwe Dr. Alhaji Mahmood Bawumia ono no ene oso wo sika sene Kenya Japan na sika mpedede no oye adoya onka Bawumia
with the 8 years
with the 8 years pe wa be ye millionaire woni company woni hwe woni investment bia wa be ye millionaire within a twinkle of an eye.
Hey,
and now was casting NPP financiers I will krumu ha na ye ka mo se ma ye nka na mo MPP fo a mo wo sika titiro ne abrochirefo mo de mu sika na sponsor party nyesa mo pe bibia o mo pe party ni kankro na o man Ghana nkankro ene Bawumia se o wo sika sene mo mo adwuma amoye mo 1 week adwuma Dr. Bawumia bosome na katua na de man enuru onya no wo he onya sika no because o ya vice president a yenima katua ye de ma ene politicians ya mo wo sika yi yemisa mo se mo katua ye sen na munya no wo he ma memfa akwanya we so wa ho na menkyere Ghana fo ne ma bi asena wonte ase
okay.
The IMF saga IMF report omode abase Sami Jamfi ato good aboka $240 million. Se we Ghana ni a yemfa politics ento nchen na yenkyekere Ghana independently na yeka IMF wa IMF wa ye adwumakuo bi a eye nipakuo bi na ate for their personal interest. Se woji IMF dia ma menkyere wo mo ase ne sede o mote ne sede o mudi o mudwuma. Se IMF ma obosia aya se ope wa asem ahokyere na aba na ode ama obosia. Enti se wonimu a you may think so mudi the dede. Na nakuya you to now wo tie me a wo se IMF wo se Sami Jamfi aboka enti wu you know ye Sami Jamfi egu na nim ase no tie IMF no beka kire wo president say wo babunu no ma yemfa wo adwuma IMF beka kire wo president say omo ye adwuma no kura no onyi obi adi onyi bebire adi IMF beka kire wo mampanin say mane nto adwumayafo akatuyam IMF beka kire wo mampanin say on increase water bill, electricity bill. O man yema bo enya den. Na afe nso no, o currency no yesidi no ahoden no yema ne mra form. That is the IMF for you. Enti enne sa IMF wi san so ba be kan kire wo say gold bond wa boka na kai hu say bone ananka omo pe adi no enne enko bio. Mama nchireo se yewura Sami Jamfi eye nokore se wato gold wa boka na wawie gold na wawie sika a esombo $240 million a yena kasa internally yenye forensic audit independent institution na sa Sami Jamfi edi sika yenchene ntum memenso sokro no so ne mabone so but yemfa politics in tonchen na yen when Ghana ho for the once and the gold bond no it has saved young Ghana, especially our exchange rate. And they look at the exchange rate and eno ne ha the IMF for because brebiano omo pese wo ho kire
na wotimi
beboa nti oba na odemra den abeto so dia ho kire mi hu owura bia na omo ye live program on TikTok minim say na ko ye MPP ni na oka say o IMF
ni o ye Dr.
Bawumia for yes na oka say ane IMF de omo ye papa adwempa wo mo tirim omo boaboa countries ahodo omo wa ahokire mu na fa hasi hai menua wonni mintira lack of knowledge my people perish obi biara wo say IMF ye papa o ye fa me number no me no 1-on-1 na men chiro and IMF wo musu omudi na ede o IMF and World Bank ayam krofuko bi interest personal interest especially the advanced countries they control 85% of it. The headquarters is in America and always their executive secretary is always a European. Always a European. That is it. A automatic. It for their own interest. And they are using it to build the dependency theory. You can say dependency theory. Omo Ghana in such a way say without them we cannot live. Enti abre biano. Omo maye nye eniema yana kasa yebede ye ho. Enti bra wo be hu say ye eniema bia yebede ye ho na ye hi omo wa bio no. Ese se omo sore na omo tu mfuturo gu omanfo nani na omo sore tia de ekono. Mamema a classical example. Brana omo ba ha no. We have what we call deserticulation of transport. Or transport wa omo ye railways omo ye. They didn't do it say omo de boyo. Omo ye say omo be extracting the raw materials and then the valuable natural resources. Opa for your research, but be omo ye transport biano just extraction of valuable and bulky resources to their countries. Where there's articulation of factories and companies. Now they can build a factory, but they realize that Ghanaians we are very smart and very sharp. So I'm build a factory in the pay. You better na asat na yada so kuku e de ko. Asat now cocoa botompo ye nyebi. Asat now yeti cocoa raw near the ko. I am praying before John Dramani Mahama government leave this office. Yentimi enya master control of cocoa. Oh yes. Nana kuya obi pia why political science biano. Na wasua structure for Africa's development. Your Lagos plan for action. LPA. which was introduced by the African leaders, said we are moving from the dependency to import substitution industrialization, and the target was agriculture. The African leaders say support about 60%. And almost no, because of the Maslow theory of needs, the food security is the most important thing. So upon all the dependency ratio, if we are able to build strongly our farmers their farmers cannot compete with us. And one, we will not depend on them again.
Yes.
And almost sorry, some of the African leaders sika, and almost the IMF, Baba share ho. Oh, Yabama Mobasia. And they know very well, politicians know they know, they are aware. You are near Sansa country or men form one juma, my currency and what they form or you are my food, men to work at Trium. And this IMF, you are hailing them and let almost some more report on what they are back. Now we want you to because of politics.
W now or maintain as a fan home like and then
IMF no. Now say as said because anything na burogu.
But the maintain so a fan home on our backers will be years ago.
Now say no uti or no. Say no kwanya nanka obefa so a obe control no onya bio ene John Dramani Mahama is not going there for loan.
Okay, and I got bond into them on
correct on World Bank for loan.
Okay,
amamu aya techniques so
e to buy on the loan.
Why on the loan ya den na ya money key no na say me ya the key no kura ma me amamu na nakua me say e very simple me Frank Adani amete hai say what the mama hey me say for investor yonko me say ya man the key no why me say ya man what is my hama akwaji loan akwaji loan why
obo loan ni na jai
now when in countries here or more press Mahama Majilun countries or more press Mahama Ramajilun Messi a key Winima don't go there every investor or TBN. But key no men fan to get some men fan to get men fan to get that is the key. Wow. Now can I Japan bar Ghana dead.
I don't think a person will bad because say Mahama you do my danger. You do say your jama will be as a scatter.
Who say I have no World Bank, no, they are twin, they are not separable. You know, IMF, World Bank, IMF, Omunina, progressive at the cross.
I want to say MTN. Uko besia way quick loan. Uko quick loan on palo no more extra cash.
Sapepe.
Nina no. Sa uko besia or quick loan na uko bowo ahumota. Uka to say what they can.
That is it.
How did they know?
Yes, IMF a business who.
Yes.
A person na bisa who say IMF no. Omane factories. Omane company. Omane he hefa no munyo musika free.
Yeah.
Now they will be no they sponsor. What we saw sir? What we saw say the first country our IMF France. Oko Europe, London, Canada, America. Or we know IMF. What you want them that? What we saw sir? African Kwana. Yadi omo betu didi ma kum omo aba nti de ba bia ye de ye na no be so ya sema ko fi ya se akobo enti de ye wura sami jamfi any good bond ye no me no kure ni me say for politics eto nchen say e bia sami jamfi awie bidia e no de fine and ye moma emra eno no ni but say IMF pa ba be ka kira o de na so wani age ye collapse no ubehu babia ahokyere a enamu hwe na nakua yemfa bibia nto nchen branya ya yedi eniema bo akofom nye ni nyina na akofom but utimi hu se eniema mu ayefo kakra
ti say ya te lori feso
sa
dano na me call mama ho no ye ho no
yeah
we say ka so ka na me fa first year get 10 and then 9
oh okay even hwe na nakua ayi emo kura ya tete so because ye ba be di bronya ya juma ya fo aye to mo me kura na se me kura na me fi se enye no kre 5 kilos no be shemu 5 no ma de ba am say na mo ne bo e fo sa am say no kra am say mo to ne say it was 250 or 260 ne bo aye fo me who first ye to ne 600 700 it yen ka no kre and the gold bond no na kuya a miracle hey so wonim key na me se key no mu misa na do dam kwa kufu ado onim ya ba ne ho ya fro wura bi David o ye UK ni picture na bibia o me se ma me mfa ntu dwa okay share that roll letter pa wonim o se Frank me de letter e kira ha obeku akufu ado me de letter e kira obeku akufu ado so akufu ado no and I mess ma make be out there Frank investors na mutie me no se mo se me boa wo de mo kan tem se Frank de wo kan wo boa hey amamu no ni how to get money na kuya
simple
simple investors they know the key it is a way mampani na wo baso a the genuine ones no will come to you and omo be di kan aso wa adwen ahwe koro no a they will back off. When you good one, then they will give it to you. And when they kura you ra John Dramani Mahama.
Wow.
What you could do away in America? Because say about the signer. Na poko grantee interview you bisa na say on criticizing John Dramani. I say na 9 months dia be na Mahama aya. Enya me criticize. And na po me bia me bra na po. And me wafa na po. I say na 9 months ya Mahama bae. Dia be na Mahama aya me criticize no. It's too young for me to criticize Mahama. Nti ye mi say mo say senka Mahama ya niema bone a nka wan na pan criticize.
Oh, that cash out.
Ba ye MPP fo bi Dr. Bawumia Nkrofo bi aniwo mo ma Bawumia kasa fa economy no ho. So ye be ma. Bawumia ade na waka na no atuma on to me kasa fa economy no ho.
You say I take it time man.
Why ta. Hute on to me na no kasa fa economy no ho say da. Me say na kuya me mpo. I am very happy say yes a constitutional review or the presidency no more the bar from 40 to 30 years. And I make meeting ya contest you. And I will say we have a contest and I will be quite the big channel. Now me your president will krum ha. I would rather na very simple. The hiana say ubenya sika kakrabi. Unyusu Ghana sika no put that. And no be nine. Look at the way the CD is very stable.
I guess stable. I say I cannot pray. I stable.
Look at the CD, no, the way I say I stable. And then I see IMF for no. I see omo you man say. Planning in ashi. Mahama so nko ho nkwaje sika. Onko World Bank nkwaje obesia. Grants say ya revenue ono akasa na generate no ho.
Eh sir.
Me catch them.
By mom.
And one kasa na generate no ho. Now when the way Mahama nanado say economy no. What say dum so akọ?
Yes.
When nanado ko fuel ba ko pese ekomese wanya no ho.
Because at this some call ya na ya beto pa ni program no ba about say fuel sha.
Yes. Me say nipa supply Ghana fuel. Me oya me yonko.
Me can't sign it no.
Nipa or supply Ghana fuel what cut off do so or ya me am yonko. O sika sa buru. Or ya investor so. I see what you
Then so.
The day I am vegetarian no. Me so some you vegetarian say me voted a couple and me a friend a couple.
If
I and what
na
we back up pet on take nka ho bio and they can be ka ho atiefu
and you want take also how you say some that Dr. Bawumia ya chatro
eti abusianfo with the issue of gold bond no yen take your time as on mine na ye na kasa yen ye hwehwemu se same jamfi awie sika wo ho a ene ne nkrofo no yen fa omo nko gina mra ne yen chi omo na ye mamra no serve as deterrent but for IMF to come out to say these things in their bra
yes be dia swom
ahye kwasianity asabi na agro na gu se say agro no agu IMF mo fa mo ayi nko na atachia say ye probi obekwa akwaji loan atachia kromfo ne so na se kra Japan te brofo
no te brofo na so betimi abone akwaji loan
e to ntimi nko na ye
krofo te akwaji loan na se no betimi awia
na no kra me se na kwa say I hold the keys yanyi loan bio
na se Mahama anji loan
Mahama is not taking loan because say ahochira Mahama beto ye wo de se Mahama anji loan bia wo de mon kan kire me since Mahama ba waji loan ana wajibi wo de wajibi amonka so wajibi mpo a wahu it's not like send your na first na regularly na Ghana pa kwa na me se countries ya na kuya omodi loan e tata Mahama no awurade nya me hu bi da oh yeah you don't need me na investor di kasai bra honorable say obeye tourism the whole world tourist for mo panim pa no nti me panim no frɛ no nti ye conference call he na said de na ne boasi afu no we say Ghana ko IMF and ananado eti ye na ye converse so Mahama aba na de ono kra we ye free IMF and because of say Ghana ko IMF nti ehu abufu nti o say onye me catch do so na ko oba and ananado pencil oba ya no so kro no nti e na omo pam no na wanye no de one of the African countries and also even tourism alone because it can't be generated. There is no need to call IMF.
Hey, na do.
Na ye sorry a politicians no akronfuonti na omo kukurie na omo de call IMF.
Oh ba na mukra bag. Can no foriata. And then you also yare.
Ane. Ye ka.
Who kwa je ba ye ba no ye say.
Ane.
And then you also yare utimi nya hwe.
Utimi nya hwe. Nti abusuanfo e braso se ye nyina ye.
Amen. Amen. Papa si yentie.
NPP for to abani wi a.
Say NPP for omoto o mabani wi a.
Ensu kase bi beto Ghana.
Ensu kase bi e ba beto o man Ghana.
Asofo mako sale.
Asofo mako enso.
Sesi ade mi hono no.
Sesi ade papa hono no.
Omo kire kom.
For peace.
For
asumdie.
For NPP.
For NPP.
Amen.
Amen.
Bahomia. And Kennedy. Amen.
Amen.
Next year.
Papa si yentie.
Ye mi hono no.
Ade a wo hono no.
Asofo ni ya kom chini ni wi a.
Say asofo ni nyina e o makom chini ni wi a.
Omo bom pai ma in aid of NPP.
Omo bom pai aboa NPP.
Abato no.
Moja begu. Moja ebegu.
For ekoto no o say enoma bi ABCC na wasade enoma na ABC wasade ehintasem bi asan atodwa ehintasem no bebu sese eden a o say Yewra Kennedy Japan Ghana asase a reject no enti wakọ Israel no manam oma na kwankyere se ombe gada adwomtofo na onye praises and worship na yemmoa no na mpagya no because asase na nkasa de a reject no na se oye saa de na se baomia so anya hwede a tumi ne mpempere ekuta baomia na emom baomia eye nhwe ha tena ho ma Kennedy ya saa de ni wi a tumi no ebefiri ne nsa akọ Kennedy ensem na emom so no so epese ohwe ne tumi ne ekuta no to aso akutemu a Ghana asase eyi no aimu tumi no eyi no a ede no eba na esa de Kennedy be yenti ahwa no wagye saa de ne free ne sem na mom wama wakire edifo be ye miensa a onko mo ho na onkwaje ade bi na okwaje saa de kro na ebeboa ema de a ohwehwe no ne nsa aka na eba saa so timi ye de a odifo ekenya no matter what dia Kennedy be ye and succeed imeba.
Sesiye mo person we short courses and the coverage ekoye adwuma gisika fuduo gumboto na atadwufo a mwati aso de tie say DHI College of Health and Education over
do baby ya na asi ni nwoma bebre ni amani oma na enwura. Let's use the common sense approach to things kakra so yeah. But I have strong faith in him say this job creation agenda papa no kra no this is the time I hear the most.
This is very. You see, we have other politicians, people that they don't back. They speak undertone. Now, when they speak undertone, it sinks over. And I think you have that power of how to communicate politically to people to understand your message, because communication is very important. The medium and how you put it is very, very important. Storytelling mood, where you try to put yourself in the person's shoes, control your tone up and down. Mr. B, but anyway, can you mean you communication minister?
Oh, Perivo, Mama, I consequence no money. I any other break, patch of media, but to be corner. Obi oni mi bi oni say be.
And politics, you know, it's your opinion.
Yeah,
even court decisions is an opinion of the court. So you have every right to express your opinion.
Absolutely.
You are not inciting to insult anybody, devoid of insult.
So and I say me go overboard baby am on fanche me enye say me ye you say do baby other euphoria no.
Sometimes the passion over.
Yeah, political stage so eso no sa stage na so go. And I tifie say so di ko ba. It's here about me. I said, no, be a baby na anya ne da. And you know as a person. Oh, but baby, a party in the
speak to the fact.
We speak truth.
Ghana police, woman concoch a branch of friend Ebono and see a fraud. Ebono called Yan Buboye, not or the Jiska, but fraud on Crawford.
Meno Kase, lawyer Samajan fee and NDC buying up Bogana ka $240 million. This
is Ramna for the BM. Infobia won't be an edina be good for pete 25th. Enjian to enjian nyiri ewo man Ghana. Abuja send be told an Ghana phobi say I Ghana police. Woman concoch a branch of friend Ebonoa. Sansa I wa cause fear and panic. Sure. Na obizu cause fear and panic. I was say odem. Yeah. I was here in the Kujina court. Na oyi nsembia no sansa I papa bi kwa fi Liberia. Ebe piemu o man Ghana. Yeah. Ghana fo be bi ko piemu otakwade se I ensure ba be say wiase. Of course. Nti amanfo se adan na ade atwam ade ntimi ansi. Na branch guso ne nam oba quick one commander. Yeah. I kitwa bi so kire wadwen. Na yenwura nsem ni mu ai.
Well, in the first place mame na wase. Na fe me ncha hwefo na ye hya se na fe ye ni hu nkomo kakra.
I be 1 minute. Yem fanye sa adwumai.
Yeah.
I refuse to obian dropping a comment.
Okay.
I will comment section so a branch no. I a police phone concoche no. And I said wo munya no. Na only nam who say a quick one commander yenwam.
Well, Roger, on this issue, you say a very unfortunate. You say among for fun so a agro where the entertainment a asrem. You say as a content and a okay.
That be commander where dear. Me who is how most certain and near brio.
Right, a whole enemy generally because I share a more intensity. A brand tea, a deachi, a dear son, not or de cassette, we are Ghana for say, and so baby, and so but 3 continuous years. And yes, we are singing, and the Obodaka, and the Aquacushim. Not all of a sudden, I didn't babadani crocodile dong, Ebadani and tra. You are telling to me, Yaman in the first place, Ocasano, who the shame say, what cause of fear and panic? Yeah, you say Ghana. Say o cause fear and panic. O say emra any udi. Nti enei ebonowa in the first place. Wa cause fear and panic. But aside that, any fear and panic can cause you. That's a what deceive public, you know. Oh yeah. Because a public meaning that him say on this day a dear way never. And people kept waiting. A month for a bonai a copy motakra.
I open free Liberia. Mo after flight about the PM Ghana.
Mo right winning. Yeah, you say a brand sa kolanchi code. O kolanchi code bia. Na eno eye code wa. Odi to ticket. Nti offer phone. Na boss star 713 star 33 star 236 Asia. Right. Ebeba say to ticket. Na ko wa ebono akinim.
Na say metiase ya osanzo kwam tiefo mo. Ena okoji code no. Nti na o dial sa code na
na we fa say udisika to watua eti wajeje wasanjeje public ni sika wa fraud wo man no
wa fraud wo man nti we no fraud kese akoso enti yentim nya ebono wa emfa ne huni in the first place rota wakoso fiam panic in the second place what the civil public no and in the third place wasala nchi kodwa wo dia gi amamfo sika because people bought the ticket they are no money say ensuo e ba beto enti uye wa wie na o ka kire so rota yemfa nche because e joke ana ya akura ye ne ni sagro obia betima afa ne se o e normal ye ntwa so de but say ya nyi say ya e be set trend bia on hwa next time de obi so de be ba no eno de anhwa it will take human lives okay say maybe shatawali ya yim tiri shatawali okwotena ne kam tutuo e bia bonten and or report to you say the pabon for attacking at tutuo Ghana police service ko investigation omu say 20 fika nim de pie no omo chi shatawali e de no e koma sebi ye toto na no a atwini mu kakra enti enei se bono wa ye bia I expect authorities say omo free bono wa na onko gina mra nanim na onyin nsem bia no de ntia oyes ade no
na 25 no ye wo ho aye twen asensuo beto adro nyumre nsuo no ntoi
okay
afa ye ne nam ntenten fidie no so ebo se sa ebono wei ana nim se de atwene ne nsuo na fa ne to no
okay
ai ebono wa ya o
ebono wa
wo hwe na nim a asi atwene nsuo na fa ne to emfanifo de manimu a ai no ne nam satawale program ase ai sa kwade
program
what you say obi a wo si nsuo ba beto a tese wo mo ma dwisa wo ma die di se o sei na wo ne nam ai sa kwade program ase
the right winim
enti wo se ni pa wo yenya no
e ho na asem na ya on the 25th na ensuo ne beto a obi e be dwane aba se ye wuram wi ato adaka nim na ye nkom onam sa kwade rapper holy concert ase ya minim say omo book you na wajiska because we are popular we are the latest popular person in town and we book you what event and we go to stage and all performing comedy e was stage amom dia people show na wajusika guboto intimate tennis hadi we
ena say woman fa ebono wa answer example Ghana fo bi mbeko so ajimi sa
of course the matter okay
mbeko so
okay Dr. UN enti ni die bayi here the new example jina menu tran say da bi ye nyesa nka asem ni betwa but ebono wa hunu say oh say Dr. UN ni fake awards ni ade on number 3 in that sadia enei onu bet ma creative fake story na what they Jessica na gain popularity until next time one sha obi sorry a de ode beba no de akon ene asembone beba fi
ai abutrika adwuma mo se abutrika ya wo makwa akwache no no
okay
sa adwuma ya bi na ebono wa afrod yo
asem ni nyina
enti mu nkwache abrante
asem ni nyina
no
right abutrika fraud na oye no ebono wan so ye fraud because ebono wa code ya mi buboye na ode jiska wa fraud nkrofo in the name say me do be fro kodwo ana say me do be fro akina pamada ka no enti bra na tue sika na bewuram at the end of the day obia ni ho a ye man kwan e man owura adaka
na ebono wa saf ade ya na ububoyi na sadie we nsuo ni yiri ensuo tuma yira for mine na sadie we emfana na
it was say it was assumed say in the olden days said the Christopher Gidi in the Bible no time bia adaka ne betete nsuo ni wosoro yankopa be ma adaka no nsuo ni ko se na etani but I'm even told say eye kodo a omo yinam e wo poso akrade ne mpodem no omo na abo amanfo pa se omo bokodo e ma wo mo e na ebo no wa take advantage
semo
into okogina ho a o se e apamada ka na wo ye
afrodi yo
wa fraud ye
me kwanka me ko
sa but ebi mu gidi ye de ya nipa bi gidi
kamiko aja me yere
oh sa oh
so me kan wo si da bi nya no kura na me so da bi o ma me nko
oh de obekọ because papa wa baje itika
kamiko aja me yere
ko na so ni yiri a e be fa o yere na o wanya nkwa
se o so nko won de o so ni papa e sofo
e ka ticket na want to know
ni papa e sofo na ne papa so da bi anya no kura
ensi
to ne 25 no nsuo sa enye sa na me so da bi abranche na serious ebono wa serious ntie nko
na ebono wa say osat was say God calls to redeem do you want ebono wa say onye obia
onkoche no
nyame fa nipa hunu bia no na wa ye ne titi
omonche no
the right enche ebono
omonche no
because what this evil Minimum so crowd deceive.
Oh, Kamiko.
I was a chebo Noah. Too sad.
Quick one, Commander. You had this video, Emra.
Okay.
Nah, I said now no you one. You see 240 million. Go one be.
Yeah.
That's a good board for woman boka.
Yeah.
Woman boka good board. I so musi.
Of course.
Woman boka.
Okay.
And watching a good board. Any Bank of Ghana for Babontin.
Yeah.
I bet dinner story set. I story said the number Bontin. I am before na yes how. I am a from somewhere. One more dia banning and bring no man done story no. And almost silent message in my Ghana for my Ghana for being Sujidi.
Of course.
Who they show him that? They show the MPP Nibika. I saw young gay. Who they hear him that?
Honorable Samajan, if you were $8 million cry, and I must see young crucified Yaman send him. Now the 240 million, they said this all on some bail condition. I'm for it is possible. Brunya, ye dear, I am bassa, the autumn, the autumn, and talk. I ain't a dear way. I was some a banya tissue and a lawyer Samajan Fiaco Faber Ghana for a set. Meno Case, lawyer Samajan fee and NDC are buying up Bogana car. $240 million. A canning in an say Ghana has said Nippon no who to me say Otimi Ton God will be mine so no to go to Ghana as some agency. Or be anyone to me so Otimi to go to Phil be a Frobiawa and I say where sporting go to call a mamma for Frosso just as some agency. And to Ghana go to Chichili dear Ghana Yinano, Nina as some agencies or no. And the tongue on the determined prices in Poazabio, or more to turn locally crack a better into an also to free one more for me. No, also the aqua soccer ton board or this Cabra Ghana. Ghana buying a body jet $10.2 billion. Set on Fen Disa a Jawadina. Say Jetira Mat the car. I'm a Samajan Fidia Ben Ghana. Now, person business Samajan Visa, oh no, Wadarumo, say good, listen now to tell Ghana now they qua. I am the be here, ever once one answer. A banny saying, Sikaya, get there, dear Mount, Sefadija, waiting out to go in our Ghana. What do you call be Manswak or Ton, the Oko by Sikania de Maono, Sikamba, and Faswamba, a car. And I and say, I don't say, modify the air box and then the car racing no more. Wabantena. Honorable Wadarumo, Ghana for demanding a Chilemus answer. Put to a position. I did be a friend to Biawu and now Kofaba. Nasene, President Mama, no the go a gold in Nasha or Sasa Shasua. What won't mean fan for Swobiam Reye? Who saw what the cat and Abba Ghana for? Honorable Samajan, if you Wadarumo, I would take $8 million cry and I must see young crucified Yaman send him. Now the 240 million, they said this all on some bail condition. Because Yentimin Tinase, Nabaku for Embo or mining in Aka 240 million on fun windy. What is this $240 million? Yeah, Sakaway as a medium film as a brusa or my ya, and I Yanti any committee bias and Shanasemu. I buy for report to be a madam on Tiso investigation. Sa 240 million. A better man employ nurses from 2021 to 2024 TFA. A better man for teachers. A better man construct over 10,000 kilometers of road. A better man complete agenda 111 project. Suku are done. In fact, success can say the project a better man see factories by 50 years. A better man employ youth. That's a better man see 600 chip compounds. I'm going to 2025. A teacher for promises. I won't do a campaign promise Nina. And I say better man complete half of your manifesto. Then so some if you won't want nipa. Owa Ghana as the first Ghanaian a ton gold eboka o ton sika kokko no oboka na se gold board nkoa an ya bosa aka we nyina de any other institutions obo de ama he de se beto ha se ade se ton Ghana.
Okay, Commander.
Yeah, the writer.
Issue not critical.
Of course.
But then ababa a friend of political maybe so why.
Oh, okay.
And say also a sell bad message.
Of course.
Because and some people told Ghana.
Yeah.
Me was a Ghana one today's news to be. Now, I news platform no see MPP for dia.
Okay.
I papa friend go the oya adwuma wo to me. I movement TV.
Okay.
Ono ne so ya edita ho. Enti stories be a fake bia no. Eyesa I news ayinu na muso reporting.
Okay.
Enti I also do mama. Mr. Wani ko na omo report fake stories dodo. And some people are kind of phobia to unko. We must want Jenny.
Yeah.
Sana, I know na a Bank of Ghana, and I say I am before. And ever to a monty say good board about home.
Of course.
Unprecedented. And you see that.
Yeah.
And then I am for say.
Okay.
But quick one, commander information in Asha.
Well,
Bomadia Chichi, Mwase no credit.
Well, the writer, in the first place, come away. Ye ni ha say ye be justify obi and I say sebi ye ba be go obi esemi ye be kan okre mo on the issue of God board and it's at 240 $14 million ya enei ababaye loss wa IMF eka ehwa ababaye etinye eni nchiwaso no enchiremu a ewomnie ebrata so hwe gold board wa if it is a gold board buy mampani John Dramani Mahama eka ye say ye ba finance gold board amomu sika kakra Mama said that to gold. Nti something more than $200 million. Now almost they to gold. But embassy the finance minister say that $200 million near China. A banker said the Bema gold board no. Ye nyam fa sika ne ma wo mo. Nti abai ma gold board sika say on font to gold. Nti the gold board e ye say Bank of Ghana mom e ye in control. Nti gold board na kwa kwete sebi merchant anase obi a ogyina ntemu ntemnyinafo. Nti ogi gold no every woman to gold dealers no wa the right now wa Bank of Ghana akobo mama ne say mama ye series dodo say e be 10 million Ghana cedis na ye wo gold wa ya jefi nkrofo ho a ye be hia 10 million Ghana cedis e de tuaka ye tuaka wi a na ya koto gold no na ya decide sika no in dollars e de abremo na Bank of Ghana so akọ other banks ya omo ni omo eye adwuma no the right now akọ commercial banks ni ho no maji cedis sika in cedis e de ma gold board na gold board e de tue gold ne ka omu tue ka wi a na o makwa ko ton gold no na o ma de sika na ye foreign currency no foreign reserves no abegu Bank of Ghana na Bank of Ghana a distribute sa foreign currencies ni bi e de ma commercial banks na o mu ji sika free o mu ho no enti o per dollar e de ye wadwuma as a bank Obako Bank of Ghana na akoto na Bank of Ghana agi usika no na o de ma gold board na gold board ya to gold no na wakoto de agi dollar and the Bank of Ghana na Bank of Ghana de sika na ma nti in a very simple way sika dodo a Ghana yenya eneya ama economy ni nyina gina ye di hu komo no as a result to say gold board for no aton gold over 10 to 11 billion dollars and a dear free amonone and the Bank of Ghana and they amayen foreign reserves no akosuru ntuhwe ya na na do fe kunya so no na Ghana your foreign reserves over 8.9 billion dollars but your foreign reserve $13 billion as a result of gold board
within 1 year
within 1 year
and kwa na ma dollar yi agina
mo
ama economy na ye
enti better se utiem komana ba bia e kan free ba no mintimi ntra han justify say e kan e conk e say audit bia nkoso no internal audit no external audit nem according to IMF insem omo kan omo say e ka 240 million at the Bank of Ghana na the ama e kan wo honie IMF for trade mu say gold board for near adebe friend gold for reserves enti ye gold na o mato a ko mo kwa to wa mo ne no o mo beja bi o Ghana ha na o ye Ghana ni en che kra same jamfi eye sa interview ni kirekirim o pe gold ato Ghana ha wo di bi ye o chain wa o ye gold a na Bank of Ghana aton gold ni bi di amount nti ye wo locally reserved gold ye be use no Ghana ha na IMF for catch say eka $240 million no as a result of gold for reserves na ye Ghana ha no eno de kanaba but se utie gold board any Bank of Ghana any IMF nkomo nim ya bon se eka no one taxes na Bank of Ghana egi sika ne de ma gold board wa omuntimi mfa bag se sika ne hum obey transactions and where transactions are it comes with additional cost eno non change gold board jisika na obeto gold wa operational duties omo won krofo a omo be nenam omo be chinchini akwakoto but yem fe no nto nchen omo wa ada bonuses a se obi be ton gold mo omo a omo bonuses se de ebe ya omo da omo smuggle gold no number be ton gold mum e de ama gold board enti enei such charges we no ena ye ka $240 million ya akwakoba se enei e da Bank of Ghana no but within 11 months and I said gold board by 11 months almost started around March and within 9 months say all my team apeja yen foreign reserves in and free 8.9 billion akwa 13 billion meaning $4.1 billion and omudi ababeka na sebi additional charges any taxes ni niema bi am I $240 million aba Bank of Ghana ni say this should be a problem
asa omo no o say one thing say IMF no abrofo no o mo hwe omo interest
of course
enti gold na mo say mun koto ni nyina mu jebu o Ghana ha na mu de aye mo niema no
of course
abrofo no mpene saa enkeka wo no nko no fa gold no fa raw materials no fa ni nyina bre no no fa nye de ope no nsa mammeton mo aboden enti wanya ne saa no o se de wagya na a wo de ye wo agasa wadwuma no na kanye ye de agimi a ade no eye dia ya se se ni nyina ne akoton no abroche no ma ye chain no saa de abre se ye kwa China kwa akofa ye kwa China kwa akofa chain enti ade na ye nya gold ni bi wa ha ne enye
okay
o tia se enti awrofo no same jamfuma be fa planner wo mu gya de bi wa ha ye no ombe ya wo de enka se ya boka same jamfumu de mu niska no sika no be ko mo mu danse ye de be kwa abroche no makoya so mo de ade na ibre ye
mo asem ni nya because hosha I am a for no problem kakra because gold board e sha se aye adwuma no obi adwan ko say within a short time gold board be gina say
na say ai same jamfi adwuma wo ye no won ma brofo no nyom ho sa anye so wo sa gold na ma asafa
mo
o yiri niemam
se hosha I am a for no we a fifth review of $3 billion loan na omede my free na now the time he buy $3 billion omede my you it is $3 billion this is the fifth review now in the fifth review no na omo target omede am I say sikadodo in foreign reserves so say yenya by 2028 no nti enu 2028 na Ghana more foreign reserve do say gold board buy you know in 2025 yenya foreign reserves na IMF for say omu control ya boy na yenya in 2028 no yenya in 2025 nti obia wetima achieve in 2028 target e 2025 from the 3 years interval adia na IMF for GDS say answer na ebeduru ho no 2028 any ebeduru ho
it's not there.
God board it mama yeduru ho
intimidation is not there. President Niho, Vice President Niho, Minister Niho, CEO Niho, MCs Niho. They don't have control on police. They don't have control national security. They don't have control military. Inti tables no time.
Okay.
But I'll make sure say me man I will guard against rigging. The only alternative will be rigging. And I want to assure them say they shouldn't try it.
Talking about rigging, no, and near maybe one obeka say popoye. I would when you say, so one ya she rigging because one big statement say you want free and fair elections.
Yes.
Bibi will be done a dear say rigging.
Yes. Ebine proxy. The last time, obitume to proxy baku 200.
Nipa baku 4.
Yes. Obi to baku 40. Election na all control also. Omwankasa at the elections committee used himself as an example. Say any proxy 40 or the go more enka the content no ebiti no.
Nipa na ne kan say.
Yeah, okay. Ewo elections committee. Onwa otimbi o nipa kese pa.
A won pese obeboni dey.
Yeah.
Oh.
Ena okay say proxy no dey mon fan to nchen because yep say party no akofom nti ye pekuru ya ye ma fairness enye adwuma en yifrim no ensema ebe chiri ni but no krani mamemfa wafidie so emo elections committee na so far there so good they've been very fair.
Okay, and out of that no Omaka say this time no omo allow proxy voting. So exactly. What support is that?
Yes.
Oh.
Now you got to what be winning me nyina support. Ebiem just this Tuesday almost alcohol last week here say abra mo the guidelines aba for party aspirants. Nyina agia to. Ya wa say a failure pese MPP for ankasa efa security and nobody akọ guard a monitor
within the party and
within
security.
The party. Abra mama guidelines say there ma regional chairman constituency chairman obi akoto aba free ho na nka police no. Then they went to justify their case to elections committee say omo pese failure ye fa internal security. Medina omo boy na esre.
So he for this internal security no.
mpemfobia omo free say baby a ekono o ma we are rigging no say no me the last time entimi maso enti me intel nyina na my omudin omo ka say the D-Day and tokwa besi ene now I wouldn't talk about say na umpe party ni ene hunu no say ye ni power bi muntino obia I study
okay
and the only way person is a failure the party security when you about what we be
honorable obeka say you're speaking in parables so ka say omo de he for this party security na beba
well Osha list on the buyer it favors one candidate Modin, but they know themselves. Fortunately, elections committee and also Omani Antu. And what means that, sir, 2023, acquire Omo Faso. Even that, I got 37.4%. This time, sir, Kwan, you have my chance. They use the EC. We say easy, et me friend. Boss, me to me friend. Easy now, or what polling station. Also, opening M zero. No man instructions. Faring in armor one candidate.
Hey,
near man me zero.
2023.
Yes, I have all the evidence. Later,
no, sir, easy rep no. Woman or mobile, confess, say,
yes. Why they give, and one of them in the video, Walwale, I will mention it. Walwale, I got 92 votes. Now, Omuka immediately na obi yishen botomo.
Hey,
yeah, and we have the videos.
Baby,
and the chairman himself met me at Kutuka International Airport. So Kachem said, they promised Papa no 100%. Inti minya be the number go monimase. Inti no mama zero.
They promised, most definitely, they promised Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia.
Yes.
100%.
100%.
But out of 92, no.
They gave me zero. Kotuka International Airport. He told me, I was three and okay. Okay, today.
Wow. Talking about ASR, the Wakasisi, doesn't mean say the top to bottom approach, you know, it's a deliberate thing.
Oh, yes.
Said
Be favor. Oh, yes. But, Omunya, and go postpone, but are you too late?
Postponing the date.
Yes.
For voting, you know. And the didn't know when they say Omunya and postponing.
That's so much from the Fenia Konoa. Omo who say, in your man and your easy, sir. I mean, I'm a tofu. One person handling them. And this time, sir, MCs, any CEOs, any ministers are not contributing to one person. It's not there. Because they themselves, they are not sure of the outcome.
Talking about MCs and CEOs, and you're a member of parliament, who share Dudu Omaba out, Ebekasi rally support behind Dr. Bawumiano. Still, I and also be one of all these people represent a constituency.
Omo ego. Any acquire Omo Faso a treaty me. 2023. Most of them are afraid even to come closer.
Omo treaty was saying.
Now, say you saw what happened. They were all part of it to make sure, say, because we cannot correct. Because me nipa ombetimi use me. You can't use me.
Also, you think so? Mono you use woman.
Yeah, obia you use me. Me ni position dia. As you nyame adom ti da bia medidi. Enti ade ya ma Ghana enko ana me. O ade ya interest. O be ka tell me menye. Say in the interest of the country. Menye. And they find me to be a very difficult person. Yentimi and control me.
Okay. Okay, when we say we need position, but obedience obeka say idea and also in a way a bit me a grounded sebia we benya contract. But say what buying a hono manasa say what buying a rulia. The possibility say we benya contract no high. And Honorable Ken, the past administration no we need a contractor.
Of course.
Like
make a top pickups 240 pickups used ones every more na me dey minya contract but omo no a omo ka se minya contract no omo munya bia na no mo dey nso mo dey at least there's evidence of me minya contract me dey be boa party omo so e dey no mo dey
eno ye omo side a when hu na na say
me bibia
obi be can say a good deed is lost when it's mentioned enti bia me ye bi boa party ne kwa I didn't come out to talk about it but party paying for the enemy say me ye
ye adoye no ma party no bebia enye say me per position and my minister contribute to a candidate he wants to be secured of his position me contribute to party itself time your position near Jessica na Jessica as late as May 2016 na pickups to constituency Ukrainian me am control American cars pickups used 240 I can mention all the MPs on budget card because we have the list my manager Constable and Mohammed, they have all the list.
Okay.
But they know they have it. What you say? We all live with our conscience. And now, Nintia and Hamani say, or say, anybody who is a leader and is not criticized by some of his people means he's not doing something right. So long as I get criticism from others, it means I'm doing something right. Because who criticize you, you step on toes. But the country's interest is supreme. Okay. Adia enya for Ghana. We MPP new, we NDC new, Mecca.
There was an amount to be a woman with support our the boa a party Mecca say engineer Kwabeneji Japan Ebeka say Sasi kana woka say the man no kribia sa
Sabro no I don't know a young man when we school fufu. Now I could have gone further to give more details. Dr. Prekudumu I a witness my contribution to Eduboy. But and we are 1992 we're talking of they don't even know this history.
Okay. Then you still stand by it saying do you discuss Amao?
Of course.
Oh.
Of course.
I see. Do you get worried and hurt? Say party what dedicating Wama na a name we hear omo in a way we support and I say individuals be our boa womo or madan womo chiama eya
we nipa ebeya we hwe womo baby am take you free bam fie is legon yet odidi young men and let omo enemies but because Bible Quran was Yesu esa akwatafo du yare no ba ko pe ene beda anase but you know what me working the flip side and he said party for no ehunu a Ghana for the omu ade amaye
okay
now no yeko pon katamanso testimony anipa mienu ebe ma wo me ho ba ko osi maami bi oye woman police station woman organizer
okay
ochi ade anopa na ye hunu ye ena anwa ejanu ehwe ni gu no ho nanim ene sabi ne nufu ho nyina omu fra party panyini bia oma muwa wo ena ofre me okaso police station woman organizer padam so the fred 37 momfani shia me ho and they brought the woman we did no man e call any doctors in kokasai no see 50,000 o hwe Benz na ne ya am so I'll pay to we preparation na maame no ewu but papa no my expertise oba be dia dance here but obai senior ofre party mpemfo obiam one na me ase central MP ofre me na be yes ama no de odia dance here me na referee 2 the profound one or the most serious one maame bi enso be dia dance here say na ne ba
apasi when you admission to medical school. Well, a police station woman organizer, I was born Katamanso. And now, a few days, now aso, now admission to Onyesika and also beach and say, "Ko, honorable Canadian Japan, Omuya Obebwa." Enti Obama in China, our parliament. The share girl no resource and say, when Kwade Metuyama, but free. And also free adansi asokwa tam so and I'm a fro MP and I'm friend na the speaker asama adansi asokwa MP no e be ka kire me say won wanya osika na ode chicha dia and ye kokotua
san MP ne kan
yes maybe review the woman repeated it which means the woman figure and she will never forgive that MP. And my girl, or 5th year, every year I pay the school fees. You see, and your baby are finqua. Okay, why I say me friend 37, Omudimirika, I prepare BBAMA because of my contribution to 37 military hospital. Oko Ashanti region, there were 47 members of parliament, both NDC and MPP. Now, Confanochi, oncology department. Omu machines are say in yaba ukwa cancer treat patients egugu form sa na doctor be appeal to me na mkaje so onko meba the Saturday oba Tuesday Saturday na mko kumasi enyumre what I saw agre huyi omo the cardboard and atoto and omo the stones atoto say me na mba first me na mdiso I Confanochi hospital. Nania a touchy me, a madi moyadium. Papa B. On the routines and Nani Yarian a dretchy. Nani Yeri at the form, no, didn't say up to the corners. No. He said, what? I will pay this money. And the other say, send your bedrooms or more agent to hire. Obey me a servicing machine. But I say, I'm fat $145,000 now, ma. Yeah. I'm so okay. And then Saturday, Monday, my mom Musikano. It's a bon frère agent to the man. Why, apart from me, MPP candidates will be anti winning because Ghana for Jimmy D, TNC. And your frère agent, you know. And I'm so, and the weekend, to me slow Monday, Meba, Namidi Sikaramo. Asma papa kan fe and say o say honorable can Japan am na nka say me say han o say won kwa de o chira Sunday me ba be start me nim say all this kind of money
even though non face kind of the fact say one man you know
the Monday sharp and I'm a $150,000 actual bill no 145 but at least doctors in painful you know those things. Say bibi betime si and so we got to talk mattress pillows bed sheets say oncology department admission ward no say mabro so at least for mattress bed sheet any pillow and to so nipa no and so
instead of say just cupboard keke wo for
who say nipa and yet is any did that what is sebi upon Jibia wo anakrama bia wo Nina omushe ba unim doctor no baako eko radio so eko can say me and I'm here contributions here and the MPs were threatening him.
Threatening the doctor?
Yes.
So about
yes, Ashanti region.
Or mention MPs in the
yeah. I know them because they supporting one person and two because adi omoye adi also omoye oma said yen me na mabaye enunti they were threatening the doctor. Besides that, emergency ward so me call what I saw. I later went again and donated 200 hospital beds. If you say omoye Ghana for even equal rounds my whole hospital in Yoma Mama Efiam Kwanta Enyoma, Mama Cape Coast Enyoma, Hospital Enyoma. Which of the candidates say almost you? Which of the candidates and what team agree beyond MPP party? A bois Ghana for. This is why Ghana for you Magin said, remember I am pum a bra me show actually more brower for and a Ghana, they are going to vote for me. Okay, honorable, what can't we say, Mame Emfa a posa, a global info analytics, edituja, a November. Oma a Dr. Baumia 42.7%, honorable Kennedy Japan, a 17.7%, undisclosed, or more just one cassette Metuama we are say a 14.9 and undecided a 19.3. Who be say any grounds no said who casses yes said adoya who yes said so man for be when a mama testimony na a grounds and also be Paul say ba a bua bemwana me ana me hwe bi kura o wonhwe means a wonjindi no me hwe bi also say won shade won be say about at least madam what say omo de nipa sen and we interview 210,000 who go for 2,000 now they decided now another trick oppose or start a time ben with Dr. Baumia percentage ben or what is what you about 42 that alone you give it and na Canada Japan ejina 17 the last time okasimenya say na menya say enti me hwebi say me ma no emu babemu I'm staying focused. Focus. Giving my message. Okay. Who stay focused? You because no. Who can Japan? They said we see Ghana had ye bold no be any say we sikani. Na sikani die. Over say kosoana ye wado ye edenti. Ene ma wo hu say mame entu franka e mame party. Na me di Ghana enim. Eden ya honorable. That is a good question. You know, let me tell you, money is good, but money is not all. So uti ekrom na ufi se unkwa wosika na obia wo Ghana enya kwamawa one day so what kind French Revolution the masses will revolt against you, kill you and take what you have, and even that is in the Bible. Akwataphobia Bible no say omo yade na abomination nti ama omo kokrum na do magu gate ya no a omo ntumi kom omo decide say ekom di omo tina gate na chi a omo with the kom omo ko eno ya one option but so omo tumi eforso ekokrum wa either so omenya duane adi ana so omo ebekom omo enti eno two options no they decided to go into the city. And the Bible nature says, Emra, a chrome work for whom the abomination, Omugane, enti, Omozo, Edi, Pinting, Kama. And this a Ustavo Nipa, that be a com, Ahuchra, Arab Spring, a bit as you have. And again, I mean, can be sure. I go and pitch businesses with investors. Ukwa, they are more comfortable, say, and career president, so that you can secure their investment. Niamie at the crew for 30,000 acres, at the Domi 30,000 acres, Sege 56,300 acres in England. And based on trust, the record. Medruon no my research about me, and they are prepared to take a risk. But so your president, believe no asun Musa because you can protect their investment, and they are ready to come and invest to reduce unemployment rate. My concern here is the youth unemployment. And what I decide is my contest to be, and with all business connections and business acumen, I will be able to reduce unemployment in this country by industrializing Ghana. And my say, Sika, as you say, no, cannot help the country. Okay. If you are just positioned, me the man not because say adie we nkwa ebeko. So we share 5 northern regions. My sister, so ukohwa asasi e daho. Na yenya president ni vice president ni continuously every ho. No one to develop that area. I will know. And so may the one statement pay. First, may the Minister of Agriculture, Ebekot Northern Region, to promote agric. Ministry of Agriculture, the headquarters, will be in the 5 Tamale. And may the investors be buy. Now, the difficult part, north, me say, and my voter for any Accra places again any advantage because I only more come in your mind northern region any voter. The first question they ask, what is the distance from location now per se to Temaport and now airport, and who goes against the north? And you have to be president with conscious effort. Say, I'm going to develop the place. And then I'm saying Tamale Airport. About 90% of it are the cargo sections.
Okay.
So that from a hot to Europe is about 5.5 hours. Now every evening, planes, cargo planes at the Newman Airport. Well, my sister, me businessman,
okay. Ebi mo so ewo view say you trust the country in the hands of a businessman. What the be enriching them. There's no way so better how many businesses are collapsing. Or the eno ye be na the moment.
Yeah, very simple. Omo nim business here and a beka say me baby a ohia ni from a sin dumping. Baby a mabedri. Me yankopon kura betua meka.
Hey.
Yeah, send me the fat Ghana sika and they are enrichment. Yankopon betua meka. Rather, it's good for the businessman because me a businessman. Frustrations we go through. Ghana establishing business we are enemy to the government. Policies are binding beninano. It doesn't encourage businesses except foreigners.
And Tina, recently you made a comment about say GRA injuries or more handy businessmen.
Me coastal at the park coastal ni Lebanese ni die ni share war. Me coastal 14,000 tons. On the about 1,000 something. Now we share the fleet of trucks a bag ho ebe fish as a load fish. Now many the no enipa emma ho regularly. Now omo the GRA for betna me coastal for 3 months. Now omo arrogance pa. Or no worker from GRA. Instructions are Obama owner no. You have no idea. Meanwhile, no Lebanese in it. No. Till one day I called them and said, Mumra, how many trucks are is this a small coast on our Wukana? Have you seen that 3 months now? Why do you treat Ghanaians like that? Why? I didn't leave Lebanese off the hook. Let's share trucks, businesses are all here.
Omo reason is saying.
Almost say only a small scale. Na small scale no. Trucks no ebe yiko eba na yiko. Large scale. Me my register VAT. I'm to taxes no. And what more better. And this a year making. Omo changing company needs 5 times. Lebanese for. That's what they do. Again, Ghana, South Korea loan, and they are expanding business. My sister, 35%. Now no bank be by approaching so. Yebema may measure the state of the steel plant in Yebema here 22%. Abra 8 companies are when steel in foreigners. They take a loan from Omukrum between 3 to 5%. And to me, I would give 22%. Better than no one competing. And yet, I'm going to give minimum what to do. for businesses in this country. Yeah? Say now, me no crazy no more permasem. Akrachi for more to me ako. Mako jisika 800 million. Some of the boost to businesses, entrepreneurs. No mako form development bank. Development bank no mu no masa disikano akoma commercial banks at a rate of 18%. What about business no? Because bank na with this 18% and also and an interest better so because o default you are expecting your 18%. So what have you done to Ghanaian businesses? I have the experience. Okay. I know what to do. I call something Asia Miracle. Asia Miracle, we say, we identify your boss. Say, we're a veteran in business. What are his challenges? Government. Ebetimi abuano. And now I expanding. No what to creating more employment. They give loans. Untria interest, but they will ensure the payback. That is exactly what I'm going to do. Okay. So without interest, but you pay back. Okay. But Ghana ha default rate and also into the better politics are ombegu country. No? Okay. But we still have to believe in Ghanaians. So we are capable of doing everything. But at the same time, we have to be disciplined. And your party asem, and your mini asem. Okay. Why? Yeah, a human government will be a shareholder in the business based on the percentage of sika the amount akoto equipment near you. When you pay it off, the business is yours. We move on. Oh no, but now one sika without interest, nani pano 8 year government and so better survive it. So what can I answer question? Who's in any pan etia? Okay. Say in si one no so no beti media dane. For instance, ye exchange rate eba na forex enye stable. Na okoma nipa ni sika. The time nipa ne betua no na se bia sika bia dollar na higher. How do you you pay it in dollars. Again, the key point here is that employment. Don't think of the money that you are going to make alone. The people that you create jobs for them, a hokurano taxes can offset. Their loan. What you say? Look, why is it that China for almost citizens Sisika, no interest, nothing, to go and invest in Africa? Now, Okwemi. Why are imports? Ghana for a year there, and he said Ghana products, you know, on by every board in China, what import to a better duty. Why? Okuanino has no subsidies. Fertilizer, Otria, other chemicals, Otria, Okoji Lona, in Simu, Obey maybe an board. And the agro processing industries, almost better, almost at a higher age. Me ethanol plant ewo adidomi $100 million. Me ni nkofo ni wie no asem mo ka kire me say Ghana ebro eboarding enti yankoto ebro ni free Brazil na me say obi amai mate Ghana adwamanum sem bebi adwuma ama water fo nya bia me nkoto ebro no way. Whatever it takes to reduce the cost of production, competitive, I'm going to do it. That is mechanized, large scale, with irrigation, a long-term investment, but I'm prepared to do it. I don't say, so to me, a Bruno, $150 per ton. In 2 years, $100 million in America. So that's my goal now. In Ghana, in your mabua, a denny, and nam loan in Simu. Another thing are cool businesses. They have to believe in me. And he said, electricity. Electricity. The cost of electricity, Melusu 2 investors. They came here, India, for me buy. A Juma person, and will be some say, India, electricity a boat say and I'm so a 15 cents per kilowatt hour. I say how? On Tiase. They move the company factory no Kiabayan Ako Cote d'Ivoire at 8 cents per kilowatt hour. How are we going to compete with Ivorians? Now my lawyer is into poultry. Oframia also to Kwako Africos. You selected 3 biggest poultry farmers to go and learn poultry in Ivory Coast. I was sad. That is why you need a businessman who have experience. Maybe I'm a manufacturer as well. And I mean challenges in businesses are say to me a solve our problem now. Employment be creative.
Kasafa a service our problem now and a daily guide ediaba. I will ban $4.5 billion food import. Honorable Kennedy Japan.
Yeah, let me explain them. Before you ban it, you should make sure that your supply exceeds demand. Into the first year, you have the year preparation, no, ama farmers, some subsidies here making, because, bro, my sister, 5 northern regions. Ashanti region, Eastern region, Central region, Western region, Volta region, everywhere. It will everywhere. And so you import corn oil. This is an example of it. Now, majority of Ghanaians import nimse ya the broya and one. Now, pharmacy, papa bi, wabeche me bro 1,000 bags. Wadwa bro no na ba na onya buyers. Meanwhile, when you have wet process no ubetime anya in your 5 room at a go, and a dry one ubenya 3 into wet processing the machines no the board the chain dry again. Wet process you can get ethanol, you can get starch, you can get oil, you can get poultry feeds, you can get carbon sa Pepsi Cola also BS one yes. And now the quantity kurana we 50,000 tons no breweries ni omo you have ground. They don't even buy to 50,000 tons. And no cry a problem. And as a export the difference is $30. I'm saying, well, a big wire waste in it, let's export it and still make the $30.
I see.
Right? We corn grits, Syria, to say a baby. A brilliant me, we. Good. Right? That a new boy. Why is Syria? We package the NFA.
Of course, it's way a gun in India.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, no war. Wasa amenfi, wasa krupon, and a boise. These are the people I'm talking of. Say we have to identify them and help them.
Okay. Intisaniama we say na ye betimi aye wo ha say no. Aye ye de free ama no ne ba no. Eno e na wo ka ho asem se be ba ne. Honorable ye kasa say you made mention of enam wo coastal.
Yeah.
Does it mean say we be ban e coastal so ana? Sa products
why not? Why not? I'm going to build Mauritania, Morocco, Namibia, Angola. That is where Ghana for a fishing harbor
Okay.
Now banning importation will not affect them because Mamikas themselves, if they don't get it right, I'm going to give first fishing vessels to canoe owners. Say canoe no fish market. We are going to give them right. You give them fishing vessels with government guarantee loans, everything, for them to pay in 10 years, no interest.
Hey.
Yes. My sister, you import $450 million fish a year into this country. Now, Obama, put here for 1 year, 450 million at fishing vessels. Do you know how much money we are going to make out of it? And how many years would be offsetting 450 million? Because the fishing industry is between 80 to 100 billion dollars. And Ghana, we are not taking advantage of the sea.
What sea sweet? What can also and once the obey hotel ube sea airport would the beko and I
yes.
Obi baby say Sanya Maka we on no Kennedy Japan Ekeke. A he fan of Fesika Babeka Mekai say His Excellency John Dramani Mahama wa campaign say politicians there mutimi chantro especially some more year campaigner and someone mo bekane and someone bi wo no ma untumi enye obekwa ko Fesika wo he na wo de aye we nya
Mama sika ye benya no haya
ye benya sika wa
because we have to get our basics right. When we have the basics right, say sika ye nya wo Ghana ha acquire ye faso and spend the sika no, I will stop it and make sure that we put into good use.
Ube stop it. How are you going to stop
the
it?
loopholes? Ask the finance ministers themselves. They will tell you the loopholes. I'll block all the loopholes and make sure that revenue no abayin ho yet media yes our project in again. Mami answer. If I tell you say I'm going to build a hotel in the middle of the sea, I've lined up investors already, and the builder himself abekurumha menena baha. Madam, I just don't talk. I brought the Jordanian to see sa hotel no. I was in Zionumu. I was Dubai. I brought him here. We've inspected the place. Ochusu from Committee 3, Watra Habo no. Because of the Habo. Into Obanenim to Jehovah Witness side hono. And when you be penetrating, I could see in a hotel no epunum. Oba and walk at them so, no minim, walk at them so. The classmate were on in the co Harvard. A B5. Now I still, you know. I was in a classmate, you know. So we went to Santoku, Zania friend, Villaggio, Japanese restaurant, and a cottonasi. So we need here. At the center of the World Hotel, you are starting. I've laid down the plans. And again, the answer to your question is, I am partnering, Ghanaians are going to partner investors. I am a woman kwa MFA 100%. If government has to guarantee loans, Krama, local banks, you know, Amasika, I will also force them, because the government is guaranteeing. You cannot charge them 35%. Well, you knock them out of business. I've lined up 13 billionaires. But I become 14. Or no, or build ships, or design and build ships. Indian billionaire. Only here, president of Billionaires Association in Dubai. He was here. I mean, in a call. Charles Bisu was there, ready. What forced me and campaign into sign MOU to be see February. Also on the young man 50 acres for Takoradi Port. You will start building. So that is what I mean. What you say? I have investors to say Maji at the Domi 30,000 acres. Here by ethanol plant. I'm doing it with the investors. What I am interested is the employment. 2 factories in Adidomi and Adakuru, 5,000 workers. And a government, any taxes, a fee, any production, export a year, a buying so, you have to take risk in business. And we don't have to be myopic thinkers. Oh, no, as soon and then do. Here, Mekoto Iron Ross. Now, a big project number. I wanted a discount because around 8 companies, meaning I am foreigners. So what? I'm going to build a steel plant. And I've done exactly that.
I see. Honorable, the work Kenyan idea, a beboa or mindful. And again, a Bessaya Baby Drew say, ɛsɛ sɛ woyɛ ɔmampanyin ansa na nneɛma wakeke nyinaa watimi ayɛ ana
ana me kyerɛ sɛ magye asase 30,000 acres ɛwɔ adakuru 30,000 acres ɛwɔ adedomi 56,300 acres yɛde bɛyɛ tomatoes
okay
ne akane ne yɛ cherry tomatoes Spain they were contract already that they want to buy Uko North wa soya bean they were contract from Chinese company 2.5 million tons already me no ka say cotton Ochirako I've acquired asase 15,000 acres and ye 100 acres per for pharmaceutical industry the biggest in West Africa no on hold because of campaign
oh okay so idea dada
oh yes win or lose
okay
I mean may are very daring
okay
win or lose na na me go to asasika na me get to work how
people because I mean because say person di president we momo then no what me establishing in
me see we nyina no
idea wo okay mame en kind asamwa wo kan ye na me misa wo when they say I don't speak good English enough English to go to IMF for loans tell them this Ghana needs experts in job creation not experts in loan collection
yeah
I hear for a very good in our more expert in speaking good English for loan collection.
Now, why in a better TV so I can't say, oh, young Toma, sa candidate way on the Tibrofo, na Canadian Japan on Tibrofo. China noa, Yako Bobby on the Brofuna Yajuma. Korea for, on the Brofuna Yajuma. Malaysia for, at the Brofuna Yajuma. Only mistake. India for, almost fix it, steel plant. One day, me buy na my iron rods line every 222 meters. To be called Gina itire actually na me friend am so yam call lunch. Na dem call Usu Noble. Ya ko ya no, me started say me ka brofo a na ba ko sorry. Oh boss. Na omo nyina na chi brofo. Me madwene ni say India a British colony into automatically omo ka brofo. These are engineers. Omu krabie. Omu di omu krum, omu province. Omu kasa no omu different. Omu di omu language. And I yes machines no ye ton. Dey na Ghana nko ade. Your leaders no say this a brofo kwa. Na Uganda escapo han. Emududu say na wo doctorate degree. Ye the doctor no man kra ye the chair based on the juma waye. And all over the world. Say na tech for no ebemwa unya educated people here. And this out to Ghana. You see the problem we have in this country is brofo. Na brofo we are say you don't IMF. Yeah, ban some kasi ye kai. Yes, IMF. We have failed. We have to admit as people, apologize to Ghanaians and move on. But you can't say yes again. Now a whole lawyer, a team begina ho, a case, Canadian Japan Tibrofo, Obi Susan Macquaco come motherfucker. Even if I say motherfucker and a Ghana for Benya Jumaya, oh that is good. Now will be your tinko. That is good. Now your pocket is empty.
So meaning say as someone because can say you say lawyer touch and can say me say yem to monto delegates into abama obi a una koma enha no boko to blow and answer be asema wo kan we na ano edin dodo nti
no oka asem makoto no blow. You see also come make a statement a good one must say a disco boy be a year audio be by video and somehow I will not repeat it. And attach him minimum answer channel. Some minimum answer channel and continue your minister. The way OCDD a Kufuadu attempt at Heathrow Airport. M1 say a new one in a Niswa, a Kufuadu government of a G minister.
Wow.
Yeah, me say Heathrow Airport. Airtime. In summer or kind. No, me to repeat it.
Why you lawyer pain?
Only I'm a lawyer.
Only a lawyer.
No, but I'm a classmate.
Okay.
Meaning the same the boom. Me try economics, not me literature. Yani a room former. At this course, got former.
I know some do anything.
Debbie, I can't say. First, this time you're too much to make.
Oh no. And also, no more for me. No, I say, hey, you're sure no can you're taming or not. You're doing a lot of disservice to yourself. Why you nim one or you nim say? On a weekend,
but I'm so strong. Even a Kobam will do a lot of politicians will not even get the courage to come and speak to you because intimidation, they are still deceiving themselves that we are in power. We are not, and they are still intimidating. But I'm cool with it. Now, and yes, I will be a tubufu. Me first.
Okay.
And son, who said Ghana for Kurano. Now, MP Baku, a frame. No catch up the massa, say, a do so. You are going to win. Name of Okano credit, politics and Kano Cressa.
Son, MP Negature.
Yes, not at the speaker, no, me. Did that be out here, Masu? That's what Kano. But say it's affecting MPP party. Yes.
And baby say, don't you think, sir, and somebody be a from 2013, ABC 2024, and campaign period, you know, in a way, no, a National Democratic Congress upper hand over a MPP because of Nsembia Okaye, they use against party.
No.
No, could be saying
no. Maminka, you need to Niana me purchase. Minka affected party no.
Oh, who won't come on?
Yeah, Maminka Sancho. You win election 2020. NDC for Benin Cantamanto. Papa Bia na o lead MPP campaign. The shops bear 6. Omushini
Honorable. Who's saying
NDC? Yes. A community. Do
that.
Yeah. Because also NDC for.
Okay.
And they did that to the man. And to be quiet. Me tell some am ko hwe won na me ka jom say. Samushi obia shop obia mu a me teacher homes me fie wo ho. Me were the same liar President Mahama was. Yes, so ko shi ni fie. Everyone ana is easy obia anya. But President Mahama is a good friend. Oh, my heart, my penance on one supermassive genuine. And so MPP Munti, look at the statement I made. Now, and MPP for a issue against me say 10 cents of Canada Japan. Abra, Memika Assassin in defense of MPP. Oman Koshi stores in it. They went to Ashanti region. But the moment I made the statement, there was a halt. Have I saved the party or destroyed the party? 10 cents of Canada Japan, and let me say, Moses Kwaje 10 commandments, you know. All these years, what is here to be a count 11? And they say, men kwaka bibia and acquire 11 cents of Canada Japan. But I can assure you, say, Sankama Manu Tumu, a choir the MPP for Bifa, Yancy a Chuman no Mukam, a Jame Woo, no. But this time, most of your presidential material, may trust me a presidential material. Now, MPP hunti. I stoop so low to defend the party. Omo Mukaso, Omo presidential, me president. Opa, your maintenance 1 and 1. So, Busun, workers do those muka. But politics indeed, obey to me to do whatever, anyhow. But this time, I ignore them.
So, in Nino Ubu Ponkosho with Chia. Do you regret making certain statements? Do you regret defending your party in that manner?
Yeah, for the payment. Yes, that is why I apologize to President Mahama. And I will continue to apologize to him. And then when could defend the MPP, yes, me an informant to Yoko. Guy no kura no kurani. Me ni issue 1-on-1. Da. But me who the picture any journalist near all you know. But and go for year campaigns and making it Japan. May informant Yoko.
Oka informant asemu. Ebi eka say oh honorable Kendie. Ye can youth ye can grassroots omanfo epena sempa. Musa dankwa enso eye hwehwemu odi betu dwa say si ye ka nkofo mo support wo pa NDC fo e support wo yie pa. Nti say wo compare say in a way it's a competition into mo competitor no mo fo mo support wa. Don't you think say expose you know the weakness of a party not structures and executives?
And actually will say would the Canadian Japan back even NDC for will vote for me.
But and then you know looking at a primaries are mobile bekono.
Right.
And you woman on a delegate and mobile to
again they have a voice.
And you woman so na and grassroots and so and yet delegate. How are you going to transform way phone into a delegate and I say in a way a bit me as so much amount.
So NDC need to walk at you say for Canadian Japan brand in bar yemi cry but to amana it's a strong message to you not to make a mistake.
When say baby so on the other side no omhune say wo ba wo to abam but they just want to have you say that
the flip side I'm not a weaker candidate.
Okay.
I'm bold and decisive leader. I'm not going to be coward. They see other candidates as a prey. I bet me at show almost so just like me and this is over to me. I am not going to accept defeat 10 as early as 10 a.m. Young Kali MP Saba Enweye Namako.
And I know already Justin Kodia Ebe Kain say sad decision of coming out to accept defeat wasn't a sole decision. It was a collective thing. Even Onunimpono came in and Kanya Samboa. To be fair, no, and yet Dr. Baumiana Kasane didn't pay a buy in painful in
own political experience in the now almost argument say you could take a decision abra ye kai aba ye now we accept defeat what been on other parliamentary candidates. That is why we lost miserably with the pieces.
Almost say no more Johnny Ghana for you now.
Okay, why Ghana for? Hold on, madam, we are mistaken. You have to accept. And Koya Wadrin say Uko city on the fence. Why Epimenides? Unkoha Emaha. No. Why mistaken? Be bold and say so. It was a mistake on our part. So Munina Koya. And the other children say, any part 20 could take a decision, I want to make a mistake. Let me say, now me free, Alex Markin. If ye, me ko hwe na ba, so mu ka wie. Me see kwamwa. Yes, breaking news. Papa no, ebaya wa accept defeat. Na ye gusu kan aba. Typical example is Tema Central. Sanyame angelusu seat no so pa. Enyame gelusu seat no. Say, young kind we no announcement in the back pepe and NDC for bugu so I had to call reinforcement to the EC and Ukraino woman call for one pen so we their boss and we are so mudia still they forced Tema West EC to declare Tema Central for NDC nam see hinene yampene here court and PP Fontaine. Right? In fact, gentle, and a nipa of green one kuano on minor and now party on your good leader. May say when these guys were going to court, I was the only person many of your marking and your court. That is how come we got Tema Central. Where were they? Omukwa, Omono, a benefit to more. Where were they?
The benefit to almost the same.
Now me call president did me lose in Jibankobi. Mo ko bi amu jiri mo no and ne ba ya bro. Tema good ma police why. Tesano police station. Omo di ba ho ebe kai Alex Mark and we bold. or you bold. MPP for you know granny. Na akano. Na NDC for more. Pa. Basso. Na otio. What are we talking?
Talking about wabo yonko honorable Alexander Fenyomakin. The ebinomo say omo disappointed in leadership the way o see ye near ewo parliament in ne won hwe no ma stage we say ya chi we meet and odi enimu omo ne say we better. And now critics. And even with the ruling party, they have a discussion about they say it.
NBC for adiomo ye omo refi. And a critics in Iran, almost per position. Say, oh, Alex Markin, Obiso Peso minority leader. It should come from Eastern region. It should come from Ashanti region. But I'm so on Fama.
Oh, but now I attention. A bit more penny.
Oh, din. First rank, my boo in a but this time, me, my friend, I catch a crash, Japos me too. Because now, you better me a DD for the rest of your life. And my woman, yes, as a winner MP. Now, me who talk to me, pa. Intimate, I don't look nice apart from my voice. Although nipa bamin channel, sa school fees, and my would be a two, and I say, Ubape, Mexico, MPO.
They say they won't call a Sabio. What's the son?
Yeah. That be Tracy catch, now, she can't treat more and have some pressure.
Almost time out pressure.
Yeah, send me panel. One plan is over money, baby, not what 12. Or the neighbor, Edinachi, or the way I say, and let me fear. By 4 months in the ground and call us in. And here we are, and come with peace of mind. And it's a Ubo Breya. And your MP one a bit more survive. Say, the pressure will form come up.
Even campaign and message
na because my cycle was say sika me tua and you know and having
sika utua bi as saying
oh so we go round obi the car e buy e be tie wasema won't me hwe han na onko so you have to give him something.
I see. So meaning says ubenya ubetimi aye presidential candidate and I say even to get after the primaries and I say to be a flag bearer near there you don't need less than $100 million no cresa.
Oh, I know they exaggerated.
Sir.
Oh, I know they exaggerated.
And the amount to win it will shall roughly saying Ubenya to be a flag bearer.
Maybe I don't want to say it. My opponents are watching.
Hey, Honorable Ken. They say you don't want to say. You don't want to say.
No, this is strategic.
Somebody is aspiring to be a presidential candidate or to even be a flag bearer for any of the parties. The panel person baby if it was saying
only ready say a very costly planning is very expensive.
Okay.
Very, very expensive.
Oh.
Now why your budget you you'll be forced to pay.
Oh.
Another it's
easy.
Yeah.
Easy no so no. Dr. Bawumia can say my examples. Say President Kufuor enye one term okoya and a woman to man no citing and Kufuor and so the former president. Because of that so what try first na say wenya yensan emfa 2 million money bill.
I will not let you land. Mama, they are twisting history.
Okay.
And we have to straighten it. Obi a woye diabolic and obi make his statement.
Oh.
And you know, first, the first flag bearer of MPP, any Professor Dubois, Oko Bakuno. One, President Kufona Oboni did example. Adinti and one can say, a Dubois he call Bakuno, President Kufo and Tiamanan come or contest. And what do we need? But before I forget, say Obi anywhere I call back where win. Dr. Buzia Orani Owini Liman Orani Owini Rollins Orani Owini first time Mahama or Vice President Orani Owini. So don't let us
distort. Ni pemienu.
And I'm person or come kure. Emma delegates who no order that womunti. or tracy history. I'm bold to tell you, say or tracy history.
Chinokre bia say.
Chinokre ni da any na mabobo begin. Busy I want to say or 2 times. What is that Liban called 2 times? What is that Rollins called 2 times? What is that Mahama? The first time no here or 2 times. Please. Mumi and Kanokre. But some say, you see, instead of apologizing to MPP for and Ghanaians, a friend who could justify, well, one, President Kufuor, Nientia occurred 2 times. I want to know your party member onim. So only one. And go member kiss our history. No,
Dr. Bomi and
your party me. No party me. 1996. No.
This is onim.
Exactly, because
party no.
Your history because President Kufuor won or went 2 times because it took Afarijan 5 days to come and make the announcement. Obayanson or say I need protection. We are Baduniba. So nipa can say chirewa. That's just a kululu bi akoso. Emla was a man protection and buy Kufuor 39%. Niaka in our Togo rolling Sidia. And no am who said no. Kufuor also appreciated a double in 31 to 39. Yet we are no crown was it 39. What you say? Now, side justification all even a double ya mano second chance. Who have you said your ball call to parliament? And your ball call to parliament. And he wrote a stolen verdict. Even that, ya mano second term. So, my sister, what are they saying? Kufuor, because of Afarijan, 5 days it took him to give announcement because of lose unti. President Akufo-Addo, the first time 2008 he won the election by 49.7% against Mills, but he couldn't cross the 50% plus 1 vote. And until he called second round, and also Obiang Crosso, and nobody time. I could decide, and a President Mills, and we knew 23,000. 2012, we all saw what happened again. To send the year Kufuor, and until we decided to give a Kufuor the 3rd chance. But with the idea, and Tama West, Ablekuma West, or your progression, you know. A idea 1.2 million Kufuor the Obenya and the core and a Kufuor. A Kufuor left with 6.7 million. He won with 6.7 million. About 6.7 million dear Jawa over to us. One, my sister. The by nature.
Who attribute ASR laws not to say Abraham Obabem there were a lot of things that a see here nunti ma or man for the draw na bufu because now at the end so a year one MPP for a kasa na say we have a discussion almost say enye
what boss I want
you see ama enye or friend say yeni ayen krofo na ankoto aba no esan se no mo bu ofu unye ni se no so ka ho
e di enti eno mbufu. Have you also asked yourself that question?
A lot of policies. I mean, recently, President Kufuor can be a
progression. Where? Any idea they are two. Any year you.
I will say a more year.
From Edubu him Kufuor.
Okay.
Nana Kufuor do. Any ono. Where baby a dear ko. Where baby a dear ko. Se kuben afra. Our theatre and Kachacha complete. What you form free as soon as say I chacha complete. Into Ubara by associate. Now what can be my answer? What can be first? No, or say, me someone make a career and my losing election.
Yeah, that's what Muam Kasamon Kof.
Yeah, young Kof. What message? message omu konyina is to destroy other candidates. Me omu di aye me, omu di aye Brian, omu di aye Irene, omu kwa candidate die e fi ni no. But wo be ka kire say wo betumi a build Ghana economy. Now you what $1 to 4 cedis. Now you free so now 17.5 or 4. Now be ka kire say Canada Japan kasa wo kai. Obi oye presidential candidate. Who go around? You didn't speak about economy. And a digital. Mufestiane mami. Still any other election. Who go lose now you are going to attribute it to Canada Japan. So me kasa chire woman no mutie and woman say ya na kanye too late for them. Me ka chire mo say I was granted interview. Ewo Metro. Nam culture say Ghana doesn't need change. Change needs Ghana. Hey, sa omo arrogance near you know. They didn't listen. Oh
no, but so be a dear. Na say enko ye kra. And I obeka say change no mo dimrike ko say there be.
But na enko ye I don't think get to tear you say. Na enko ye. Me catch them mo say. Me catch them mo say. Look, Ghana for who decide papa way ba anybody a wo government no Ghana for decided 2022 emra sika no a drop wom emra businesses sika shi nyina e no mfa wo mo adwene. I was not part of the government. I was a member of parliament.
But now board bia na wonder board bia so
omo ye omo propaganda no board da ben de me call da ben and ya de me call board no so. The first time na Christian church. If you don't know, Christian church on a board chair. My second round here and on them buy. Injury time no. And on the years a board chair. Go there and ask Ghana Gas the changes I brought there. Go there and ask. Now you see, madam, I bompa is obenyeska. Sika ye pa o. Enye nneoma nyina de bata ye pa. Ha ye ko budget. Na me hwe wo mu sika na wo mu yam sere. No mu yam sere.
Because we betimi kwa wo
Exactly. And you know, o mu bi bia ni ho. Woni say Edebi MPP ni babone.
Hey.
They actually went to Ghana Gas. Say omo aya omo nya dent on me. Nti be buy board chairman no. Be bia ya e betimi omo use against me. And you be surprised say NDC for work Ghana Gas. I will appreciating am here and omo friend. Nti me wana omo friend say yaso wo kwa no Ghana Gas wo do omo sika ekoye investment e wa no subsidy. A Christian church at time. And quite a bad investment. I was not part of it. And the newspaper no from here other publishing. And I'm saying, oh, publish it for Ibiana. I'll come with the evidence for you to see. Then he went back to check our Ghana Gas. And it was a time when Ghana Gas for quite investment. No man, oh, there's here. And the way yes, he running a politics, no. But me this time, me see my
Kasa.
Yeah, me kasa.
But maybe be drama wakasana.
At an appropriate time, I will speak.
But enu hono so na too late.
Too late. I give it to faith. I'm not going to respond to Obia. I will not.
To Obianka de Obeka.
Obianka. But me statisa me fire. They will run away. Evidence I'm the back. Maybe I just don't talk. I'll give you evidence. Once that touch and here, they catch us at Heathrow Airport. Why is there all airports in the world? Say me did try. I don't think I'm cars at Heathrow Airport. Obia dear, onipa no ko jina ho say menti brofu. Obia menti brofu. Between talk a dime $500,000 ko 4 time. AU village at the chew. Emma would you rent or chihime and a native your or $4,000 amount. Unyanza. Obro funi na hana. Obi on tip of to me to dan no reaction. Na no walk high no office or high. what more to a man, me man $50,000. But I leave it to fate. Mobia Canadian.
Honorable, unye ni se obi ka se Honorable Kennedy Japan na kuma ebena maybe omu feel say obi from wa you're too hard on the person.
But say me hard at an appropriate time.
Oh, say when you're hard.
At an appropriate time, I know everything about them.
Then that's one some now.
My boy no pa. Me train. My ding you can be here.
What they say kombane say after prime minister no lose moment na be spell out na.
No answer. Me hear madwene sa. Na me ya make me aka. Me ni sorry. Make me aka. E ba say medidi. Because I don't rely on politics to survive.
Obi the message about me and Kaima listening to Honorable Kennedy Ohene Japan this morning on UTV. This morning on UTV gives me hope as a youth of this country. I am strong sympathizer of NDC, but should the MPP select Honorable Ken without contemplating, I'm waiting for him. And even if he doesn't win, he must go independent. Does it mean says Honorable Kennedy Japan and we need to go independent ana?
I don't know. Me near that. Now me know I can survive with anything. Me need more time. But I know interest. I also me go we abano.
So what kind of Korea abemo? Mami said, do you believe in structures? No say ana.
I believe in the structures, but last minute, easy for no committee in a
underground.
Yes.
So obey
party security, sir. Obabu Obia Obabejina because Ombekana that don't be granted. They come Papa Kofi.
Honorable Ken, I among aspirants in Yanano. So, what Kasa, Nasibia, I mean, the tempest course on near there. Or reflected on a near maybe 2013 2023 maybe anya would day doesn't mean say in a way no Emma what about some kind of bitterness be against Dr. Baumiana.
Me no wonder the crowd. My life no he doesn't exist.
Hey.
Because he is existent okay. That's how I see myself. What do you say? Me abro ye munye nyina wo hwechire. But I just don't want to say anything. Na obi odidi matembia onim. One day, SMBC, our president, Akufo-Addo fie, the boy Papa Bidin, now Obianio, if you were the next day, no more post to and say, oh, okay. But, men thought Obia some ancient trip.
Okay.
Madam, what is your trim up? Ube winter.
So, doesn't mean
say, as some shame trim, me come, we are my free.
Doesn't mean say after the primaries and on Dr. Baumia Winia, will you campaign for him?
The last time I campaigned, you will to me for a phone. I can't thank you. No one said it didn't matter. Yeah, they were insulting me. Maybe call round. And my parliamentary candidate, baby, I'm a call. Obi Odin Kura, Napo. I took him to my warehouse. And your mama did chair. Now our young boys, Omu Matem, send me man campaign.
Honorable Ken, onye ni say womo asebi omo bedi watem no eyo omo so sebi omo baka say
enu omo bedi na chi
eni say yan say
na ye decision makers
recently ye share ye mame na toshi a ne mo spell out doesn't mean say we were behind her ntine ma ne kasa
na toshi ni onye na ne nam me no mafo
ba say dey was switch come
was switch no me onama na me nam ha me unim bibi aboa me me ntie social media. Mintia news on send them by na me bisa way. Minkai bi kura o. I stay focused.
Staying focused and yema by na opese will display na yesh.
Me vision. E wo Ghana ha. Eye sa ya me guys
about $4.5 billion food imports.
Yeah, kube. Ghana ha obi a to kube a enkran. Oba no na ono mu nsuo no odi aduane no na wato ne aka na gu. We no na sika wo kube one ya di kube we afro ye nye dwane ne hono no ya di ye chako two ya di ye ropes sa wukɔ harbor na ship no lande ropes akɛse omina de kube. This is organic fertilizer.
Wow.
Yɛde emre Europe, America, we say 10 pounds no, $15.99. Yansu kube no, yɛbɔ wie ya no ya me yato atwene. Na yɛkra fertilizer. And we need between 100 to 200,000 acres across the country. With the assemblies, you know, sika yɛde ma wo mo, ɔmfa coconut farming. The coconut juice from Thailand.
Kubeya.
Yeah, Kubeya. Yeah, juice everywhere. Eastern region, Central region, Ashanti region, Western region, Volta region. Everywhere you do Kube. I intimi enye sa juice ibi. Ebiem. Coconut oil. Ranife. White. Kubeya yanum waha yehun yedi. You see what we can do
with coconut.
Wait, I say coconut. Yedi aye milk. Yedi coconut. Yeah, is some. This is coconut flour. This is coconut sugar. That leader who understands business and who is creative at importing sugar. We spend $350 million importing flour. When you know one kubenu betimi ayese ni ma we. Ahia. But we are poor direction because any pana mo ko to abama wo mo no say yemko IMF, yemko World Bank. Coconut toothpaste. Hwenyuma kubenkwa etimi yo. Right? Another type of milk powder, yedi kube.
Coconut.
And my sister, we have a lot of money in this country. Now the money involved, would be a coconut plantation. 200,000 acres will not be more than $20 million. Coconut, uduya, modofu, eduya, kubeno. Yet yes, any human way will not cost more than $20 million. My research, you know, indeed, almost you're worried. So, yes, and I say, you know, I know what I'm doing.
Indeed, say, Nyameya Domna say, delegates a more opportunity, na say Ghana for more opportunity within 100 days.
Speed 100 days in a year. I'll use it for conscientizing Ghanaians to change their mindset. Nyameno Kenya, say Ghana for so we'll go and conscientize Ghanaians using more UTV, more kama nearby. So when I hear advert or netu one ati nearby we hear advert for the country. The cost station way area near far a jaconum. What you see, Kwame Sefa Kainum na. Your broadcast senior ubedo woman say Ghana ni bia ahunchirenti ompe Ghana. We have to love our country before we can develop. In the media 100 days there, I will conscientize Ghanaians to change their mindset. And again, that time I'll use CSIR for any tech for universities for I'll be meeting them. Say this is my vision. A kwabay and yenamo a crutch for no ebefa amiabua. I will engage stakeholders, our businesses to know their challenges before I come out with new policies. If you don't engage stakeholders, they be an who assume say, oh, despite he's making too much money, you better cripple. And so that would mean electricity cost and anyhow. But when you engage them, now obia kana semchirewa. When you are formulating a policy, you take into account business challenges. And this is what I'm going to do in 100 days.
Okay. Minim say omanfo dodo na ni di wachi ebi ka honorable Kendi obi enyuma wo ebi say oh nkofo awa for mo adwuma nko 50,000 ebi say oh entina me bi sa no wobetimi abo companies ahodo a we bi a currently adwuma
na companies so 19 companies in adwuma
a number of nkofo so awa for mo adwuma do you have the idea
ba ma make us chiro question ya obisa me there's a young man obisa me question and I may be companies no boy you show video no me wa ni afre me GRSA ya ni afre GRSA me na say into this time I'm not going to tell you
unka companies no but do you have an idea of unkofonso wafa wo
yeah this year I'm for 368 no workers 7,000 and I'm did 368 at the count even in opposition I have almost 7,500 workers now obi owa onyini adwuma no wonam hu sei ya ga intro second the Japan dia no edan we wonam hu ya ga intro second the Japan dia no asasi we ya ga intro second the Japan dia no enti na ne green say Ghana for ankasa kura no don't believe say Ghana ni ebetimi abia adwuma amani nua yebi yi say broni nkwa anything am say ebe change your mindset we build confidence in Ghanaians to challenge themselves say ni broni yebi ayenso ebetimi aye so that we take our destiny into our own hands what do I say my sister, believe in yourself, sir. You bet me here. You know, with collective effort. You bet me right. Benin president here and go move to me. And then a child Africa, your mentality. Here, this guy, I'm on your may agree in so changing constitution here. No. Or the cutting as our and a senior issue. For 3 years, on your $4 billion. Because Dubai free zones, a warehouse, almost see huge, purposely for Benin cotton. This year, first 6 months, when you have $770 million. Abra January, na Ghana tete kwashi, ebi cocoa bar 950 years. Obisa cocoa board $100 million. How? What kind of management is this? Because there be a normal cohege. Near young say, cocoa industries, Ghanaians are not able to penetrate because of setting of chocolate, whatever factory no. Lean season, the annual annual, and your trauma locals. May one, a year papa, Umusubenya Biaton, Oma Hedge, across Switzerland. What kind of management is this? What you say? No could say, and now my Ghana for who so Canada, Japan, or Casado, or say Ghana. Minson meeting in a year.
I see, Minson meets me I in a year. Me questions that can be brave. Time no ain't na minim says yeah part 2 of this. Inti we dey say to me mommy we pa na
that from she was my ideas. That was some pragmatic person.
Oh no, but in as
and
much
I
as
believe in Ghana.
Exactly. In as much as we believe in Ghana, no so minim say a collective thing. Nipa na woni wo mo ebe ye.
Na make kan
aha woni wo mo ebe ye sai djuma no. Baba me mami embisa wo ko. Minim say aspirant a woni wo mo kwa akansie nyina. Woni mo bia.
Yeah.
Eye dena ubehu ebi strength, ubehu ebi weakness no ne ade. But enei no say ye kan Honorable Kennedy Japan a akansie a wo ko se wotu franka. Nipa ba akopɛ na mpempi na ya na ye bo woni no. Eye Dr. Bawumia ene Honorable Kennedy Japan. Meaning say bibi ohonomo a past umeki comment be oh he's a fine gentleman. Do you still stand by that?
No, I don't. No, I don't. I know so many things. I don't want to say anything.
Hey,
it looks a picture of innocence. But what I know. Sir, I'm going to planning chairman for of Fred Womu say oh. October, November, ye be di na temo an ono wa say ne campaign and am dan ho so am pan so almost starting from September October edi matem ni na man kan we
ono na actually
yeah, because he met them and that was his political strategy.
Wow. Until they won't now they won't mean any good thing bianca.
No, and I'm a patch say okay. I don't even think about him. Okay. And I be okay. Maybe I'm just staying focused.
Okay, meaning say Tamale High Court I really said Pandai Yanko rerun will take on it. Do you think somebody may retain his seat in an answer mobile Lucy?
Me are conversant with the area, but you never cockle. But me are conversant with the area.
Okay. Do you want to predict to say indeed mobile to me? I win an
but who share NDC force by Bia Omo dear. Omo ma young GC no.
Sir.
Yeah.
So by Ben Omo Danedy.
Osha Ablekuma. Osha Akwetia. Oja say Subambia Omo Danedy ono. Them one all the seats so still almost are privy count.
Chinkabe plead this and come enjoy we same.
At this time they have been pleading and acquire 11 cents.
Okay, Mamisha dear name no se wo shanka uhu yanka wanye.
Me ni ade ba kokoro me hu yanka wanye.
Sir, ti ade bia wa ye bia sem bia wo kan ye bia act bia no still stand by.
Correct, papa.
I see. Enti wo leadership style obe describing it say day.
Me. My leadership style, I believe in people. Some of the nipa and a baye juma. Me, obi oni my juma be who say be a liberal, but I'm strict.
But only selective.
Selective. No.
Okay.
If you have the potential, we want to develop this country. Ghana first.
Ghana first. I'm always say Dr. Kwame Nkrumah so Nema, you want to beat it.
I want to beat his record.
In a way, no, any more ideology near the conflict.
You see, or a statesman. A new man was here, apart from say President Akufo-Addo last minute, or can say expand the motorway. Motorway, almost yana Ghana population 4 million. Still, a population of 33.6 enjoy Adiawai. Akosumbo, what you say? A new man was here bebre. With this population, cost increasing, we are still enjoying it. Okay. Tema, our birthday still tema relevant. Nia abeka unyano and so kurati said nia oye for so many years.
Yes.
A champion and also try kakra and ra dansuman. A champion so and a year. What was any asrisino? Say yes, one tibrofu or quade be commercial one. But one more tibrofu, why let me up building baby to set down so much? And we have to be careful the language. Your day a qualify will be said Sabi Onimunyansa and Nasa Onimunyansa.
Okay.
So
I see. Inti already the name of Panintina
exactly. Yes.
Obe beat.
Yeah.
Okay. Your honorable major Mowako Assembly Church of Ghana for.
Namdema delegates first. And he said, delegates. Munya Gidia will say, Samoto Abamamia. I'll beat any NDC candidate in 2028. Because Ghanaians, in the history of Ghanaian politics, I'm the luckiest person may contest here. Ghana for Ankasa, Pami party for Chelsea, Mumfa Canada Japan Mra, near Betuaba Amamo. Again, more woman nisi kachi and kochusu candidate to send a year and nanu. Yadia Muna and Nisika and where I'm first Gamrame and away and you say, Shababia every year. Into this time, young Tuabama Obia or what vision or Castle Bayanswa or no any lifetime. Why you never be a producer and pack or Castle Obey. Canadian Japan Castle Obey we are obey. And yes, it will be a Baba Catcher say, maybe a Ghana. When you don't get the basics right, we need to get first the basics right. Now, a Numa Emra, a Riasi, delegates Munti and ye. Only Pebia, one Munyam, and you were Juma.
Okay.
So what Juma ya, who were Munyam. uni adwuma ya sabi obakora wo fie na osoma na onko etise o pesika akoto aduane adi kura wa anya bi ama no no na abeso enti Canada Japan stands for industries jobs.
Okay honorable better say nana pay already ewo America or say main country say wo boa pa wo play you were very pivotal in the kidney transplant Dr. CNN so watch ya wo I was for I have say
anyone my baby I will pay testimonial Ghana for
part 2 of
okay but I remember part 2 before election
me da se pa me ba to honorable Kennedy Ohene Japan your presidential candidate up for New Patriotic Party and am in nkomobo ye DAC ahase wada Roma channel so say abadwafo aye krado nti ye da ye hu tie wa me ba ye besin konya na ye diga na ho nkomo ko be bia e ba sisia